one of our middle school bands and choir students that they're going to get to perform in front of a large number of folks here pretty soon.
You know, it's one of those things, you know, we're always excited about getting our kids exposure and opportunities to do things that others may not. And our Heath Middle School band and choir students are actually going to be performing God Bless America tonight at Busch Stadium prior to the Cardinals Cubs game. So, you know, I'd say if everybody has that game on, if they're listening, it's okay to take a couple minutes to listen to our kids perform. You know, got to hear them warm up yesterday, and just indicative of the talent that we have throughout our school system and our community.
I know that a lot of things that folks don't realize, our teachers, our staff, everyone inside the school building constantly looking to better themselves in terms of their fields that they are in and become better for all the students. And I know that a school resource officer in our area, in one of our schools, did just that recently.
Yes, you know, we're excited, you know, about it. We transitioned to, you know, campus police this year to help with a little extra jurisdiction and help with things that may happen off campus. But, you know, we're really excited that, you know, our SRO Greg Martin completed the third installment of the School Resource Officer Training Program. Officer Martin's got 20 and 21 other officers from across the Commonwealth, graduated from the state-mandated course and is now fully certified, you know, throughout the systems. And, you know, he's completes 120 hours of required training that, you know, they do. So, you know, it's very impressive, and we're very blessed and fortunate to have people like Greg Martin, you know, out there working with our kids to help assure their safety.
As congratulations to him on that great recognition. Also, the Kentucky State Fair had a culinary competition just recently, and I know that a couple of our students won in their heat. Talk about that.
Yeah, you know, our culinary department at our high school, it's remarkable. You know, they're almost always ranked in the top 50 nationally, and, you know, when they get the opportunity to compete locally, they usually do pretty well. So this year at the State Fair, Remington Parks and Mackenzie Guest won their heat, and the Kentucky State Fair put an egg on it, culinary competition, and their excellent appetizer, mushroom and goat cheese frittata and balsamic kale salad earned them $100 for McCracken County High School FCCLA chapter, and a nice swag basket of cooking equipment for their classmates.
Suddenly hungry. That sounds delicious. As congratulations to both Remington and Mackenzie on that. As you said, the culinary department, wonderful at the schools, and congratulations on that. Also, for those looking for employment, plenty of possibilities.
Yes, as always, we have substitute positions available throughout the district. We have some food service openings and some bus driver openings as well. And if anyone is interested, you know, they can go to our website, www.mccracken.kyschools.us, to look at all the openings that we have to serve our community, to serve our students, and you know, pave the way to a better tomorrow.
That's right. It's a wonderful place to be inside McCracken County Schools. There's so many reasons to be McCracken proud, to say the least. My friend, it is always great to catch up with you. We will chat, I'm sure, before next Friday night. But thank you as always, and enjoy the football for tonight.
That is definitely going to happen, and appreciate the time with you. And as always, stay McCracken proud.
You bet, my friend. Thank you as always. That is the superintendent of McCracken County Schools, Mr. Steve Carter, joining us as always as we get set for McCracken County and Graves County. When we come back, we will look at the matchup before us between the Mustangs and the Eagles coming up. 99.5 The Fan.
Doing it yourself? You need a few things from Kitmo.
I need wallpaper removers, wood floor finishes, pressure washers, drywall lifts, material lifts, hole saws, jigsaws, sawhorses, air compressors, nail guns, staple guns, caulk guns, and wet dry vacs.
Can you repeat that?
If you need it, chances are you can rent it at Kitmo, the only 100% locally owned equipment rental. They've been at it for 45 years. North 8th Street at the foot of the Brookport Bridge. You get Mo at Kitmo.
CFSB is creating a connected experience both online and in person. We commit to connecting financial technology to meet the daily demands in your life. With our new online banking experience and mobile app, we've created a way for you to bank your way on your time. And we've backed that up with a team of personal digital bankers, empowering you to utilize all the tools that we provide, making you unstoppable. Visit yourlifeyourbank.com/digital banking to start your CFSB experience today. Member FDIC.
When you need an attorney, there's lots to choose from. Shouldn't you pick a local firm with lawyers who've been here a long time? Part of this community, lawyers who know the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, and have a relationship with them. Things out-of-state lawyers call us to find out. We're friends and neighbors. We're in this together. We're the law firm of Edwards & Couts, and we're here 24/7. When you need an attorney, call 270-442-9000 around the clock. Edwards & Couts, your local law firm.
If you live with pain, you have good days and bad days. You deserve a pain-free life. And the first step is talking with your doctor about pain management with Dr. Ferdinand Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky Pain Center. Dr. Salvacion specializes in pain management and will work with you to get you back to those good days. Talk to your primary care provider about pain management with Dr. Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky.
Greg Culver on Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixers.
Summer just isn't complete without this treat. We take our frozen custard and add salted caramel. Then pick your favorite mix in. Cookie dough, brownie pieces, or how about Reese's Peanut Butter Cup? We spin it by hand. I love seeing that caramel swirl through the custard. There it is. Come on in for the Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixer. Welcome to Delicious.
Stop in at Culver's on Highway 60 in Paducah.
Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School, the home opener for the McCracken County Mustangs in year number 10 of McCracken County High School and Marquette Stadium. Counting you down to kickoff. We are about 45 minutes away from the Mustangs and the Eagles, all coming up right now on 99.5 The Fan. As we welcome you back to the Baird broadcast booth. If you're looking to roll over your 401k, open an IRA, maybe an investment account, maybe seeking financial advice. Call Brent Hausman at Baird & Hausman Financial Group, 270-450-9900. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, Ivan Stevens will be with us at halftime. Let's go ahead, Jimmy, and look over the Graves County Eagles statistically in both of their matchups in overall, or last week in season overall, as Graves County comes into the matchup 0-2 with an opening week loss to Mayfield and then a loss last week at Paducah Tillman. Jimmy, go ahead and tell us a little bit about the Eagles.
So let's just take a look at the Eagles. We'll look at last week. We'll look at that game against Paducah Tillman, common opponent for both schools thus far in these first two games. When you take a look at last week's game between Graves County and Paducah Tillman won that game. There was a little imbalance in the stats when you look at them overall, though the score was 25-7. When you look at it from this standpoint, Graves County had 97 yards on the ground and 88 yards in the air. So one is it was pretty balanced overall, not big numbers at all, barely about 181 yards total for the game. Where they allowed defensively, they allowed Malachi Ryder, looks like he had a good game, 158 yards rushing was allowed, only 87 yards passing last week. So one of the things that you got to say there that Graves has done pretty good. They probably did a good job keeping control of Jack James in that game, holding him down to 87 yards. So from that standpoint, a little bit of comparison, we had equal about 160-some yards in that game against Tillman. We allowed a little bit more from a defensive standpoint. As we know, Tillman had some big plays there in the first half against McCracken County on that first game. So overall, fairly balanced there. When you look at some individual stats in last week's game, you've got Caden Gregory there that's going to be the quarterback again tonight. He was 10 for 17. He did have an interception, but he had those 88 yards. So under 100 yards, not a real big passing night for Caden Gregory. I know that there's a lot of talk about him and his potential down here at Graves County, but a solid night when you look at it from 10 to 7, 17 attempts, 10 completions, so he's a little better than 50%, really a little better than 60%. So not too bad a night from his standpoint, just not a lot of yards.
Right.
And I think one of the things that we can look at there, I think is important from looking at those statistics is Cade Goatley, who we know is one of their top receiver. And we're going to have to control him tonight. We'll talk a little bit about that later in tonight's show. But, last week against Tillman, he had 3 receptions for 35 yards. So, not a whole lot of action from that standpoint. So, overall, Graves County's pretty balanced against Tillman. When you look at their overall stats, so let's just take a little bit of a look at that, Eric, and see how they do from an overall standpoint. Overall this year, in these first 2 games against Mayfield and Tillman, they've rushed the ball 69 times. So one of the things is when you look at their offensive plays, they've had 69 rushing plays, only 33 pass attempts. So dominant on the rush side of the ball, total of 160 yards year to date in those first 2 games rushing standpoint. So they're only averaging 2.3 yards per carry. Interesting enough, Eric, it's about what McCracken County's averaging. So that average is pretty close overall. From a passing standpoint, like I said, the 2 games combined, from a passing standpoint, Graves got a total of 116 yards passing, total of 33 attempts, 17 completions. So they're averaging about 6.8 yards per catch. And when you look at that as well, that's pretty similar to McCracken County. So when you take their rushing in the first 2 games, take their passing in the first 2 games, and you look on it as an average per play, pretty well evened up match tonight between these 2 teams. When you look at it from a rushing standpoint, who's their leading individual rusher there? Their leading rusher's Dennis Mars. He's carried it 19 times this year for 73 yards, so he's averaging about 3.8, just a little short of 4 yards a carry. So we're going to assume tonight they're going to rely on him from a rushing standpoint. As I mentioned earlier, leading receiver for him is Cade Goatley. He's got 6 receptions for a total of 37 yards. In that first game of the year, he had 3 receptions for a total of 2. And then the other thing I think is going to be interesting to talk about tonight is I looked at their defensive stats just to see who we think is going to be the key from a defensive standpoint from Graves County. And when you look at that overall, there's a couple, 3 or 4 guys that stand out. Most of them are in the linebacker secondary. No guys standing out on the front defensive line. But number 45, Jack Cope, he's got 19 tackles so far this year. He had 10 in the first game against Mayfield, 9 last week against Tillman. Another guy that's playing defensive back for him, Case Tubbs, he's got 10 tackles. Number 18, Kendall Lawrence, another defensive back, he's got 9 tackles. And then Cade Goatley's playing on that side of the field as well, and he's got 9 tackles. So you got 4 guys there that's making up about 60% of their overall tackling from a defensive standpoint. But I think the interesting thing tonight from McCracken County is, who does Coach have keeping a good eye on Jack Cope, keeping him blocked, making sure it gives Zeno room to run, and making sure that Pryor has plenty of room to throw the ball, plenty of time to throw the ball. So that kind of gives you an overall feel. When you look at it from an opponent standpoint, similar to McCracken County, but one thing I think stood out at me when I was looking at the stats is from an opponent standpoint, Graves County has given up 346 yards rushing this year. So one of the things that both Mayfield and Tillman were successful at is rushing the ball, running the ball against Graves County's defense. So, one of the things we've talked about in these first 2 games is Zeno Cornelius has been positive rushing yards from McCracken County in first down, second down situations. And I guess the question that'll be interesting when the game gets started, does Coach Smith take advantage of that? Does he see that as a weakness on Graves County's part, and he tries to run the ball more than he does from a pass standpoint? Pass standpoint, 213 yards. Last week, I think a good example is from a pass standpoint, they kept Jack James down to 88 yards. And so when you take a look at that and say, hey, they held Jack James down to 88 yards, that's pretty good pass defense. So, one of the things that we may see tonight, even though we're going to talk about that in our insurance for success a little bit later, is maybe take a little more advantage of the running game versus having a balanced offense, because it's a weakness for Graves County overall.
As that is the body of work for the Graves County Eagles as we get you set for Graves County and McCracken County. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Dr. Kyle Parrish injury report. as well as our Brandon Clifton Allstate Insurance for Success when we return to the Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show. Counting you down to kickoff, about 37 minutes away. 99.5 The Fan.
Craig Culver on Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixers.
Summer just isn't complete without this treat. We take our frozen custard and add salted caramel. Then pick your favorite mix-in. Cookie dough, brownie pieces, or how about Reese's Peanut Butter Cup? We spin it by hand. I love seeing that caramel swirl through the custard. There it is. Come on in for the Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixer. Welcome to Delicious.
Stop in at Culver's on Highway 60 in Paducah.
Why do more people choose Baptist Health for their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to a comprehensive approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around, because this is heart care centered on you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com/heartcare.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm that guy with all the bumper stickers. I'd rather be driving a golf ball, but I'm going to buy American-made products with my 5th grade honor student. And if you can read these stickers, you're driving too close. So when I brake for a dog, happens. So coexist with Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Call Paducah Allstate agent Brandon Clifton today, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
1560 WPAD Paducah, 99.5 FM translator W258 AM Paducah.
And 101.7 W269DO Mayfield.
Your home for Region 1 sports.
New at Pizza Inn, the new house pan pizza. Crispy golden crust with a soft, fluffy center. And it's made in-house every day from scratch, just like the other crust, fresh and never frozen. Also new, 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese melts perfectly on the pizzas. The salad bar is back with over 40 items, including fresh salads, greens, veggies, fruits, and pastas, and desserts. What's not new? Continued commitment to quality service and hospitality. Stop in and see a familiar face that's grateful to serve you at your hometown pizza place since 1972. Order online for carry-out, pickup, or delivery, perfect for holiday parties and family meals. Pizza Inn, serving up smiles one slice at a time.
Doing it yourself? You need a few things from Kitmo.
I need wallpaper removers, wood floor finishes, pressure washers, dry wall lifts, material lifts, hole saws, jigsaws, sawhorses, air compressors, nail guns, staple guns, caulk guns, and wet dry vacs.
Can you repeat that?
If you need it, chances are you can rent it at Kitmo, the only 100% locally owned equipment rental. They've been at it for 45 years. North 8th Street at the foot of the Brookport Bridge. You get Mo at Kitmo.
Rudy's Farm Center is your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. Now, the Rudy family is proud to be part of Mustang Nation. Why don't you come out and enjoy a bag of famous popcorn? It's just 10 minutes from the school campus out on Highway 60. While you're there, take a good look at the selection of Traeger wood pellet grills, a great addition for your tailgate party. At Rudy's Farm Center, down Highway 60 in Keppel.
Hey, it's me, your car. Don't get me wrong, the washing is great. Love the big rolly brushes. But here's the thing. I'm getting hammered out here. The sun beats on me all day. Bugs, bugs, bugs! Rocks, tar, bird droppings. I'll be losing my youthful glow before you can say Western Kentucky window tinting. They can give me a ceramic coating and their XPEL brand paint protection film to keep me slick and shiny. Some leather seats would be nice too. Upgrade me, daddy, at Western Kentucky window tinting in Paducah and Murray.
Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School, here for the Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show. 99.5 The Fan, 99.5thefan, Paducah.com, and YouTube on the McCracken Media YouTube channel. They'll have that up and running soon, if not already, on the McCracken Media Student-ran YouTube channel. You can watch tonight's game between McCracken County and Graves County here on 99.5 The Fan and YouTube here tonight. Back here at Marquette Stadium in the Baird broadcast booth. You're looking to roll over a 401k, maybe just seeking financial advice. Call my buddy Brent Hausman at Baird and Hausman Financial Group, 270-450-9900. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Ivan Stevens will join us at halftime as we look at the Dr. Kyle Parrish injury report, who has a new location. Dr. Kyle Parrish at 2047 New Holt Road in Paducah. He is available for your primary care and non-operative sports medicine needs. 270-443-0010. Chatting with Coach Smith on Wednesday night. We see him on the sideline. Noah Nyberg is not available tonight. Had a rib injury, I believe it was, earlier this week, and well wishes for him to get better soon. I know several are a bit banged up, I guess you could say. I know he mentioned Owen Black had a little bit of a minor injury, but is able to go tonight. There are others as well, but that's the ebbs and flows of the injury report throughout a football season.
Yeah, I think Coach's point, you just got some guys, like you said, they're banged up, and I think he actually used the term just basic football injuries. You know, when you're going to play these first two games, you played some good opponents, you're going to get beat up a little bit, as you know, in football. So the good thing is he doesn't have anything that's keeping anybody really off the field or slowing them down. And so that's a positive from McCracken. Kind of made it through two games, kept everybody healthy, and that kind of gives them a good start tonight that they've got the full roster available and there isn't any key players out.
As that is your injury report brought to you by Dr. Kyle Parrish. Again, check out his new location, 2047 New Holt Road in Paducah. Dr. Parrish is available for your primary care and non-operative sports medicine needs. 270-443-0010. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Brandon Clifton Allstate Insurance for Success. We'll also have our pregame prayer brought to you by Heartland Church and the Heartland Church Student Ministry. We'll have our national anthem brought to you by Rudy's Farm Center. And the starting lineups for you all coming up over the next 30 minutes as we count you down to kickoff between McCracken County and Graves County. Coming up, 99.5 The Fan.
Hungry but still want a good deal? McDonald's is the place to go, so look no further. Get a sausage biscuit and a hash brown for just $2.50 to start your day the great way. And for lunch, you can choose between a McDouble, a McChicken, or a 4-piece chicken McNugget, all paired with an order of crispy fries for just $3. Now that's a delicious lunch deal. And don't forget, slushies have arrived at McDonald's. Your delicious cool treat for those hot summer days. You can find it all at McDonald's.
All right, we got everything. We ready?
I think so. But, Mom, can I please have some gas money?
I have no cash on me. Sorry.
Well, just Zoom it to me.
Did you get it?
Got it. Thank you.
With new features like Zoom Mobile Payment, Bill Pay, Mobile Deposit, and e-statements, the CFSB mobile app is more convenient than ever, and bankers' hours are redefined. Your life, your bank, CFSB. Member FDIC.
When you need an attorney, there's lots to choose from. Shouldn't you pick a local firm with lawyers who've been here a long time? Part of this community, lawyers who know the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, and have a relationship with them. Things out-of-state lawyers call us to find out. We're friends and neighbors. We're in this together. We're the law firm of Edwards & Katz, and we're here 24/7. When you need an attorney, call 270-442-9000 around the clock. Edwards & Katz, your local law firm.
If you live with pain, you have good days and bad days. You deserve a pain-free life. And the first step is talking with your doctor about pain management with Dr. Ferdinand Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky Pain Center. Dr. Salvacion specializes in pain management and will work with you to get you back to those good days. Talk to your primary care provider about pain management with Dr. Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky.
It's football season, and no matter who you're rooting for this weekend, Mr. Cool is here to provide innovative HVAC solutions for your home or small business. With our famous patented DIY line or our brand new central ducted system, we help keep America cool in the summer and nice and cozy in the winter, all from right here in your community. So if the ref has you hot or quarterback play has you cold, visit MrCool.com and find out more about our innovative HVAC solutions. Mr. Cool, comfort made simple.
CFSB is creating a connected experience both online and in person. We commit to connecting financial technology to meet the daily demands in your life. With our new online banking experience and mobile app, we've created a way for you to bank your way on your time. And we've backed that up with a team of personal digital bankers, empowering you to utilize all the tools that we provide, making you unstoppable. Visit yourlifeyourbank.com/digital banking to start your CFSB experience today. Member FDIC.
Why do more people choose Baptist Health for their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to a comprehensive approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around, because this is heart care centered on you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com/heartcare.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm that guy with all the bumper stickers. I'd rather be driving a golf ball, but I'm going to buy American-made products with my 5th grade honor student. And if you can read these stickers, you're driving too close. So when I brake for a dog, happens. So coexist with Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Call Paducah Allstate agent Brandon Clifton today, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Top Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School. Year number 10 of McCracken County football at Marquette Stadium. Home opener, McCracken County and Graves County, right here on 99.5 The Fan, as we welcome you back to the Baird broadcast booth. If you're looking to roll over your 401k, open an IRA, maybe an investment account, or just seeking financial advice, call my good buddy Brent Hausman, Larry Hausman, and the folks at Baird and Hausman Financial Group, 270-450-9900. And the smartest member of the Hausman family, I'm told, is listening right now. Ella Beth Hausman, listening in, is always is a proud supporter of McCracken County sports. Ella Beth Hausman is that shout-out brought to you by the Cellular Connection, your locally owned Verizon wireless retailer on Lone Oak Road in Paducah. Let us know you're listening as well. Text 270-557-8223. 270-557-8223, and we will shout you out courtesy of the Cellular Connection, Lone Oak Road in Paducah. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Ivan Stevens will join us at halftime as both teams on the field before us right now. The Mustangs wearing their home black uniforms tonight with the black helmet and the chrome Mustang head on the helmet. Graves County wearing their road whites with the blue numerals outlined in gray, gray helmet with the blue G on the side of the helmets. That is your uniform for both teams this evening as we get you set for McCracken County and Graves County. Let's take a look at the Brandon Clifton Allstate Insurance for Success. The Mustangs give it their all, and so does McCracken County Allstate agent Brandon Clifton. Get you and your family insured for success. Give Brandon a call, 270-442-8234, or stop by his office at 2190 New Holt Road in Paducah. You're always in good hands with Brandon Clifton and Allstate Insurance. Looking over the offense tonight, this is an opportunity for the Mustangs to, for the first time this year, kind of use the full offensive playbook. Discuss that for a moment.
Yeah, Eric, you know, those first 2 games of the year, we talked the keys to success was for McCracken County to establish the running game, take a lot of clock off the board, and keep those high-powered offenses of Tillman and Bowling Green off the field. So really a focus those first 2 games was just establishing that running game. One of the things that we were able to see in the second half of last week's game against Bowling Green, McCracken County had 2 drives there in the second half, and Coach Smith kind of opened up the playbook and got away from just trying to establish a kind of a clock control type of game and really ran a balanced offense of run and pass. And McCracken County drove the ball down the field 2 times there in the second half against Bowling Green, ended up getting that 1 score that they had. Wednesday, when you and I did your coaches show, you did the coaches show with Coach Smith, we talked a little bit about this, this is the first game of the season that McCracken County can open up their playbook and not just focus on establishing a running game, have that opportunity to, hey, maybe come out on first down passing and pass for 3 downs. And so I think tonight what we're going to see is a more balanced offense overall, and we're also going to get to see a lot of plays that we may have not saw in the first 2 games of the year, because I think Coach Smith's going to open up his playbook and throw everything he has at Graves County and not worry about how much time he's taken off the clock.
I know on the defensive side you're looking for 3 areas for the Mustangs to continue. Discuss that.
Well, one of the things is we've talked about it since last week. We're talking about it again this week. You know, Coach Smith, after that first game, he had defensive guys out of position. That allowed Tillman to get some big plays. And one of the things that he highlighted this week in the coaches show was he felt that his defensive guys were much more positional. They were in the right position. They were following guys if they were sliding down the offensive line. And so they were doing the right things, tracking the guys in motion. So we want to continue to see that. So I think one of the things for the Mustang fans to see, those at home listen, is McCracken County's progressing. We knew it was an inexperienced team coming into the season, but those guys being in the right position defensively is going to help them. And like Coach said last week, he saw that step forward. We want to continue to see that. I think the second thing that we want to talk a little bit about is their improved tackling. That first game, they struggled some with the tackling. Coach focused on that in practice. He's commented again Wednesday that he saw a lot better tackling against Bowling Green. So we want to see that tackling continue to improve to add to that defense. And then I think the last thing, so this is probably the biggest challenge of the night, both against Tillman and against Bowling Green. You know, one of the insurance of success was to keep down the big plays less than 20 or plays more than 20 yards. And so far, McCracken County's not been successful at that. Gave away about 6 of them to Tillman, similar against Bowling Green, though that was on a little bit shorter field. So tonight, that's one of the things, Eric, that I think we can track, is to see if McCracken County can really put a dent in long plays, keep the ball in front of them, and not give Graves those big plays downfield.
And talk about Graves County year-to-date as well as their opponents year-to-date.
Well, one of the things is, and we were talking a little bit about earlier, and I think that's one of the keys that I think is going to help McCracken County tonight is, opponent-wise, Graves County's given up 346 yards rushing. So there's been a lot of rushing yards against Graves County. And we know Zeno Cornelius, he's been a positive rusher in both of these first 2 games for McCracken County. So even though we've talked a little bit about opening up the playbook overall, we might see a lot of Zeno Cornelius if that is a hole in Graves County's defense that Coach Clark wants to take advantage of. On the other side of that, passing defense, Graves County's looked pretty solid. They've only had 213 yards, like I mentioned. They held Jack James to just 88 yards last week, so that's a good defensive stand from that standpoint, on a passing standpoint. So how will that play out tonight against Graves County? You know, Prior Lambs have been averaging a little better than 60% on his pass completions, which is an improvement from last year. So even with a little tougher defense from Graves County on a passing standpoint, I don't think that that's going to slow Coach Smith down from using his full playbook.
And talk about some of the names that we may hear tonight for Graves County overall.
I think a couple of names we're going to hear tonight. First of all will be Dennis Mars. He's their key running back. So far this year, he's been averaging about 3.8 yards a game. And so he's going to be their key featured back from that standpoint. Though I will say that when you look at the statistics so far year to date, they've used about 4 different guys in the backfield, but he's been the primary. The other guy I think that we've got to be concerned about, I'm sure Coach Smith's concerned about, is knowing where Cade Goatley is. He's their primary wide receiver. He's got 6 receptions this year for 37 yards. One of the things, Mayfield held him to just 3 yards in reception, so we're going to see Cade be out there on the field and be a guy that we'll want to make sure gets covered. And then, of course, they've got the new young quarterback there, Caden Gregory, who's I think is he a freshman?
That's right.
Freshman that's starting quarterback for him, and he's been around that 60% completion as well. Not a lot of yards, but like us, they've played 2 tough opponents.
Sophomore Caden Gregory.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep,
Sophomore.
sorry about that.
So, you know, I think that's a situation that we'll look at there. And so those will be the 3 key names we see offensively. I think one of the things that I wanted to mention defensively for Graves County tonight that we'll probably call his name some, Jack Cope, number 45, playing linebacker for him. He's got 19 tackles in 2 games, 10 tackles against Mayfield, 9 against Tillman. When you see a guy averaging 9.5 tackles per game, he's pretty dominant on that defensive side. Graves has been averaging about 50 to 60 tackles per game, and he's had almost 20% of them. So I think that'll be an impact player that Graves County hopes can be impactful tonight against McCracken County. And I'm sure it's a guy that Coach Smith's got somebody lined up to make sure they're blocking him to keep the plays going and keeping him inactive on making tackles.
As a whole lot of different names for Graves County that to focus on tonight, but overall a good bunch. It's just like McCracken County faced 2 very tough opponents to start the season and looking for the first win on the young season here tonight. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Thanks for joining us from Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School, as we're getting you set for kickoff between the Mustangs and the Eagles, as both teams are heading back to their locker rooms for their final instructions for tonight. And in about 5 minutes, we're going to have the national anthem, which is what we'll come back for. The national anthem brought to you by Rudy's Farm Center. We'll have our pregame prayer, which is brought to you by Heartland Church and the Heartland Church Student Ministry. And we will have our starting lineups. Then it'll be football time. McCracken County and Graves County. It's all coming up on the Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show, 99.5 The Fan.
Rudy's Farm Center is your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. Now, the Rudy family is proud to be a part of Mustang Nation. Why don't you come out and enjoy a bag of famous popcorn? It's just 10 minutes from the school campus out on Highway 60. While you're there, take a good look at the selection of Traeger wood pellet grills, a great addition for your tailgate party. At Rudy's Farm Center, down Highway 60 in Keppel.
If you live with pain, you have good days and bad days. You deserve a pain-free life. And the first step is talking with your doctor about pain management with Dr. Ferdinand Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky Pain Center. Dr. Salvacion specializes in pain management and will work with you to get you back to those good days. Talk to your primary care provider about pain management with Dr. Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky.
It's football season, and no matter who you're rooting for this weekend, Mr. Cool is here to provide innovative HVAC solutions for your home or small business. With our famous patented DIY line or our brand new central ducted system, we help keep America cool in the summer and nice and cozy in the winter, all from right here in your community. So if the ref has you hot or quarterback play has you cold, visit MrCool.com and find out more about our innovative HVAC solutions. Mr. Cool, comfort made simple.
Hey there, my name is Glenn Ross. I am one of the pastors at Heartland Church, and I wanted to just take a moment and pray for tonight's activities, tonight's game. And so if you would join me. Father God, we just thank you for how you love us. We thank you for what you do for us. We thank you for your son, Jesus Christ, and his sacrifice on the cross. God, tonight we want to ask that you would watch over the players and the cheerleaders, the coaching staffs, parents, fans, God, that you would just keep everyone safe, God, keep everyone healthy, just protect everyone, God, and we pray that we would all just remember that tonight we have an opportunity to bring you glory. So we ask that you just do what only you can do, and we ask it in your son's most precious name. Amen.
That is our pregame prayer brought to you by Heartland Church and the Heartland Church Student Ministry, where their desire at Heartland Church is to connect students to Christ, grow together in Christ, and then go out and serve like Christ. Middle school students meet at Heartland Church at 9:15 on Sunday mornings. High school students meet at 10:45 Sunday mornings, and all students meet at Heartland Church from 6 to 8 on Wednesday nights. That's the Heartland Church Student Ministry in Paducah. As the McCracken County Marching Mustangs are on the field, always great to see them in the house as we are getting close to our national anthem for tonight. Our national anthem is brought to you by Rudy's Farm Center, your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. They now stock made in the USA thoroughbred leather work boots, so come on out and check them out. More on them in just a moment, but time now for our national anthem with the McCracken County Marching Mustangs. song for McCracken County High School. Tonight's National Anthem and Fight Song brought to you by Rudy's Farm Center, your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Kevel. They now stock made in the USA, thoroughbred leather work boots, and they offer a tradesman discount for you to take advantage of as well. The Rudy family's proud to be part of Mustang Nation, so go on out and enjoy a bag of their famous popcorn at Rudy's Farm Center. Only 10 minutes from McCracken County High School campus on Highway 60 in Paducah. As both teams now in their locker rooms for the final instruction before tonight's matchup between Graves County and McCracken County. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's starting lineups. Starting first on the defensive side of the football, and with that, it is Jimmy Garrett.
All right, Mustang fans, tonight we're going to have the same starting lineup we've had for the first two games, which is a good thing from an experience standpoint. Starting back in the secondary at safety is Q Bailey at 6 foot. 190-pound junior. The other guy starting back there with him is number 8, Jack Bradley, 5'11", 150-pound center, or senior. The other two guys back there playing cornerbacks for McCracken County tonight will be number 20, Jonathan Venerables at 5'9", 150 pounds. Guy on the other side will be number 21, Hunter Hawthorne at 5'7", 126. Moving up and looking at the linebackers, starting one of the two outside linebackers will be number 12, Owen Black, 5'11", 157. His brother starting on the other side is the other outside linebacker, number 15, Ryder Black. He as well is 5'9", 157. The guy starting as the middle linebacker tonight for McCracken County, number 33, Chase Dassing, 5'10", 180-pound junior. We've seen some good play out of him. We'll jump up, Eric, and take a look at the four front defensive linemen. Again tonight, those four starting guys, number 45, Frankie Nutt at 5'11", 199, junior. Number 55, Cohen Buckhalter, 5'7", 230-pound junior. The other two guys playing in the center of that line is number 65, Noah Adrian, 6'2", 292, senior. And the other guy there playing in the center of the defense tonight from McCracken County will be number 67, Brady Cadwell, at 5'11", 300, a senior as well. So nice thing, Eric, we're going to get to see these guys. They've got 2 games experience under them. They're on their home field. So hopefully we'll get to see a good, strong defense tonight.
That is the defensive starting lineup tonight for McCracken County. Looking at the offensive starting lineup now for the McCracken County Mustangs. Starting first with the offensive line at left tackle is a junior, one of the best you'll see at that position, number 58, Brody Phelps, a 6-foot junior, 246 pounds. At left guard is number 55, Cohen Buckhalter, 5'7", junior, 230 pounds. At center tonight is number 68, Gage Cunningham, 5'11", junior, 275 pounds. At right guard tonight, number 65, Noah Adrian, a 6'2", senior, 292 pounds. At right tackle is number 63, Connor Tilford, a 6'2", senior, 233 pounds. The receiving core for McCracken County at wide receiver wearing number 8, Jack Bradley, a 5'11", senior, 150 pounds. As he wears number 1, Q Bailey, 6-foot junior, 190 pounds. Also at receiver, number 3, Jordan Bridges, 5'10", senior, 150 pounds. At halfback, number 48, Hunter Smith, 5'9", 180-pound senior. At running back, number 27, Zeno Cornelius, 5'7", junior, 165 pounds. And the quarterback tonight for McCracken County, wearing number 13, Pryor Lamb,
because guys focused on it, and I think we've seen a big improvement. That first game against Tillman, they had 8 penalties. Granted, it was the first game of the year. The guys had a little bit of jitters, so I think the situation is you could expect some mistakes, and we saw those mistakes in that first game. But one of the things Ivan brought to mind in your attention tonight, before tonight's game, is McCracken County only had 3 penalties last night. I can tell you statistically from keeping the stats over the last 4 years, it's the lowest penalty game that McCracken County has in the last 4 seasons. So I think that's one of the things, if you notice, I took that off my insurance for success. We hope the boys will continue to focus on that and keep the penalties and mistakes out of the game.
Very nice crowd on hand here tonight. McCracken County and Graves County loves the support once again from Mustang Nation, as they have shown out very well tonight. And they will have a very good group behind them, the Mustangs will, supporting the McCracken County Mustangs here tonight. Both head coaches meeting at midfield at the 50-yard line, as Coach Jonathan Smith for the Mustangs in his first year as head coach of the McCracken County Mustangs. Coach Nick Kemp for Graves County is out there as well, the head man for the Graves County Eagles. The toss is in the air. It looks like the Mustangs may have won it. We will see what the Mustangs choose to do with it in just a moment, as Bubba Henley, the head official tonight, greets the hand of both head coaches. And McCracken will get the football first and elect to receive. So we know that. We also know the Mustangs are taking the field. A wonderful ovation and atmosphere here at Marquette Stadium. McCracken County High School. Jimmy Garrett's Mustang Nation never disappoints.
No, I think one of the things is, Eric, that I wanted to see tonight was a good crowd. It's a beautiful evening out, good temperature, and the stands are filling up here, so we got a great crowd. And one of the things that you said right there, when the team took the field, a lot of cheering, a good positive atmosphere. Hopefully that'll fire this team up and get them riled up for this game tonight against Graves County. And hopefully we can get off to a good positive start here, receiving the kickoff, establish a drive and get some points on the game and establish a lead for the first time this year.
And so McCracken County wearing their home black uniforms, the black helmet, the crimson horse head for McCracken County. Graves County, their road whites, as they have the blue numerals outlined in gray, with the gray helmet and the blue Power G on the side of the helmet. Bubba Henley's crew, a great officiating crew, with Bubba Henley leading the way, Ken Henderson alongside him. Kenny Perry, I know, is on it. Zach Perry as well. A lot of great names that know a whole lot about football. A wonderful officiating crew with us, as always, here tonight. You heard us mention it. The Mustangs won the toss. They elect to receive. So McCracken County will get the football first, going left to right across your radio dial as you sit at home or in your car this evening. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, Ivan Stevens will join us at halftime. I'm Eric Schumbler as we kick off year 10 here at Marquette Stadium. The fight song brought to you by the Mustangs, to our left, signifies we're almost ready for kickoff here tonight. Back deep for McCracken County. Looks like Davion Dunbar, back deep for the Mustangs to field the kick if it goes back that far. Their kicker moves in. We are set. Football action between McCracken and Graves. The kickoff will be returned at the 10, as it's going to be brought out by Berrigan across the 15, out to the 17, maybe the 18 for McCracken County. That's where the Mustangs will take over. First down and 10. And again, Jimmy, just like we discussed, a chance for the Mustangs to strike first for the first time this year.
Yeah, I think it was a good choice for Coach Smith if he won the toss there to take the ball first. I mean, McCracken County can establish themselves early here in the game. It'll set the tone for it, and I think it'll also get a lot of adrenaline going in these young guys and get them focused, and this could be a real ball game.
So the Mustangs break huddle and head out towards the field. As Pryor Lamb, the senior quarterback for the Mustangs, stands in the shotgun. And as the snap, he's rolling to his right, looking, he throws over the middle. It is incomplete as it's thrown at the feet of Jack Bradley, 2nd and 10.
One of the things is, Eric, that we've got to say there, the offensive line, who has had a good season thus far, did a good job giving Pryor plenty of time there. He rolled out a little bit trying to find an open receiver, just wasn't able to, but the line did a good job giving him plenty of time to look downfield.
And so that makes it, well,
it appears to be a penalty.
That is correct. It'll make it 1st and long now on the penalty, as it looks to be a hold against McCracken County. We may have jinxed the Mustangs out of the gates when we discussed the penalty improvement for the Mustangs. Just 3 penalties last week. Wonderful job by McCracken County at Bowling Green in that department. So the Mustangs have it 1st and officially 21, it looks like. As dropping back, Pryor in his end zone, now steps to run. He gets across the 10, out to the 15, across the original line of scrimmage, out of bounds at the, depends on where they mark it, maybe the 19, just short of the original line of scrimmage, making it 2nd and 11.
Yeah, it was a nice 10-yard pickup by Pryor. You know, one of the things Coach Smith's talked about is Pryor's legs have been a big part of the offense tonight. And,
we did
there we go.
We did jinx the Mustangs, as there's another flag. And it looks like this will once again be against the Mustangs, the same penalty. It's a hold against McCracken County. So we're 2/3 in the first 2 plays to the same amount of penalties we had last week.
Eric will have to make a point not to discuss that next week.
If we do that again, you have my permission, anyone, to come up there and slap the headset off of us. As that makes it 1st down and even longer for McCracken County. It's going to be a handoff to Zeno. Big hole across the 5, 10, 15, 20. On his horse. 1st down and then some. Across the 40 to the 50. Big gain of about 50. 1st down for the Mustangs.
Eric, that's our longest offensive play of the season there. I'm going to say it was about right at 50 yards. Zeno had a nice hole there on the left-hand side, took advantage of it, and got past the secondary.
Mustangs wanting to hurry. 1st down in plus territory at the 49. It is a handoff to Zeno. A little bit of confusion. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more. It'll be 2nd and about 9.
Yeah, I think one of the things is, Eric, we did talk about in the game show is taking advantage of Graves County, maybe a weakness in the running defense. We've picked up 50 yards in that first carry, and of course, Pryor had about a 12-yard pickup if there wasn't a penalty. So, good yardage, 2 out of the 3 of these run plays thus far in the game.
2nd down and 9. Let's make it for McCracken County on the Graves County 48. Just underway, no score. Here at Marquette Stadium in the Baird broadcast booth. Pryor Lamb with Zeno in the backfield. Gets the snap. Hands off to Cornelius, going off left tackle. Gets by one man, gets past another. Gain of about 5 across the 45 to the 43. That'll make it 3rd and about 4. Nice job by Brody Phelps creating that lane for Zeno to make it a manageable 3rd and 4. Cornelius coming out, something to watch as he looks to be holding his shoulder potentially. So Landon Newman, as you heard Coach mention Wednesday night on the Coach's Show, is going to get time tonight. He gets in there quickly. And so Landon Newman a chance, the 5'8 freshman, to make some noise at running back. He's in motion as Newman. Snap. Lamb looking for a place to run. He doesn't have it. In fact, he loses about 3. That'll make it 3rd and about 7, or 4th and about 7 for McCracken County, and the Mustangs will punt.
Yeah, Eric, Pryor was taking a snap there. He was a quarterback keeper. He didn't clear the corner there. Tight end, defensive end pulled up on him and was able to cut him off before he got that corner. So first real negative play from McCracken County tonight. We'll see what the plan is here that Coach Smith has on this 4th and 7. He is going to punt.
First punt of the year for Sebastian Hutchins. Wonderful job as place kicker so far. And his first opportunity to punt in this young season. Great snap. It is a sidewinding punt that goes across the 40 and right out of bounds at the 36, maybe 37-yard line. And that's where Graves County will take over. First down and 10 now for the Eagles inside the 37.
Yeah, Eric, that was a little bit of a short punt. I think there's some good expectation for Sebastian Hutchins. Have some good punting. He certainly has been doing a good job field goal kicking. Like you said, that's his first punt of the year. Maybe a little bit nervous, short punt, but hopefully we'll see an improvement throughout the season there.
So it'll be first down for Graves County on their own territory. No score, 3 minutes into this contest. As Gregory, quick throw towards the right. It is caught at the 35, trying to make room across the 40. And a host of Mustangs to bring down the receiver. It looks like Caden Goodman around the 44. Gain of about 7, 2nd and 3.
Good tackling there. There was 3 or 4 guys that wrapped him up and kept him from getting any more yardage. He had a little bit of an open field there, Eric. So, you know, the defense off to a good start. They picked up 7 yards, but good tackling.
2nd down and let's call it 4. Actually, let's call it 3 for Graves County. On their own 44, no score. As Caden Gregory drops back, throws it in the flat to Dennis Mars. He's trying to get across the line. He does, across the 45. First down to around the 50. Gain of about 5 to make it 1st and 10 at midfield.
Yeah, Eric, we got to give credit to Ryder Black. Nice tackle there. Q Bailey pulled up and gave him an assist there, so another nice tackle. You know, one of the things I want to highlight tonight is this defense, even though they've given up points in those first 2 games, we see a lot of improvement, and we're seeing it in these first few downs tonight.
And so first down for Graves County. At midfield, no score. It is going to be a toss. That looks to go to Goatley. Going off tackle, but nothing there. A nice open field tackle by Owen Black.
Yeah, great tackle. So far, Eric, in these last 2 plays, we've seen the Black brothers, one on each corner, make nice tackles from McCracken County. For Owen, that was a great open field tackle. Nobody assisting him out there. Ran the guy down before he got around the corner and held him to no yardage.
2nd down and 10 for Graves County on the 50. No score, 7:25 first quarter. It is going to be Gregory throwing over the middle, has an open receiver, caught across the 30 to about the 27. Gavin Newsom, the receiver, on a gain of about 24 to the 26.
Yeah, a little bit. He split the middle there between the 2 safeties, gave him a little bit of open space there. Good thing is Jack Bradley closed on him quickly and made a tackle, but he definitely split the middle there on McCracken County.
First down and 10 for Graves County on the McCracken 26. Gregory, who has Katzman, I believe, to his right, throws to his left. That is caught by Goodman. He squeaks through a couple defenders, across the 20 to the 15, inside the 15 to the 13. That's good enough for a first down for Graves County.
It looks like there's a penalty on the field.
There is that, and it's in the position of a hold, and it is. So that will send Graves County back quite a bit.
Yeah, I think Hunter Hawthorne was out there on the outside covering the wide receiver, Eric, and they threw that swing pass out there. I think the wide receiver held on to Hunter a little bit there, keeping him from making that tackle and opening up the field. So good break from McCracken County's defense.
First down at about 19 now for Graves County on the 35 of McCracken County. As Gregory gets the snap, he hands off to the back and barrels his way across the 35 to the 33 as Dennis Mars got the snap and used his body really for momentum to get a hard-fought 3-4 yards.
He did. I think one of the good things, Eric, there, those defensive linemen, a 67 there, met him right at the line. The other guy that pulled up and was at the bottom of that tackle was Chase Dassing, who we saw have a good game against Tillman. So good start there for the front 7 of McCracken County.
2nd down and 15 now for Graves County on the McCracken 32. No score. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Gregory drops back, throws out to the flat, incomplete as he was looking to Dennis Mars, and I think Mars looking ahead to Jonathan Venable, who was ready to lay the hits.
He did. I think Dennis, he saw Jonathan out there. Jonathan had good coverage on him. He was about 3 yards back, and I think he swung his head around there before he caught the ball just to see where Jonathan was and had that inadvertent drop. So right now McCracken County has Graves County where we want them to be. Looks like about third. What do you want to see, Eric? 16 or so.
Maybe 4 down territory depending on this particular play. 3rd down and 15 for Graves County on the McCracken 32. Dropping back Gregory under pressure. Screenplay left side. McCracken almost had it. Instead, it's going to be left side towards the end zone. Inside the 5 to the 3, maybe the 4. A wonderfully executed screenplay. The Mustangs inches away from blowing it up. Instead, it goes for 1st down and goal inside the 4.
Yeah, Eric, that was a tough play from McCracken County there. A little bit disappointed from the standpoint that we nearly had the quarterback right at his feet. He made that pass, and then McCracken County, the guys out on the outside, had some opportunities there and didn't take advantage of slowing him down before he got down to the 3.
So it's 1st down and goal. Gregory drops, looking, rolling to his right, under some pressure, rolls back towards left, looking to run towards the pylon, cuts it in, touchdown Graves County. A 4-yard touchdown run by Caden Gregory.
McCracken County's front 4 got some good penetration there, got in the backfield, had him scrambling there, and he just found that opening over there on the left-hand side. But overall, Eric, the front line has put pressure on him these last 2 downs.
A wonderful job by Gregory as he rolled to his right. Nothing there. The Mustang defense able to close as the extra point partially blocked, but it does make its way through the uprights to make it 7-0 with 5:46 in this opening quarter. Give credit to the sophomore, Caden Gregory. He made something out of nothing. It was wonderful defense by McCracken County. Gregory just made a play.
He did. He turned the field there. They had him kind of boxed in on the right-hand hash. He was able to get out of that, clear around the left-hand side. The left-hand side was open due to the guys being back in coverage, and so he found that open hole. So I think we're seeing the positives we want to see in McCracken County's defense from the front 4. One of the things we've not seen a lot in the first 2 games is a lot of the front 4 getting in the backfield. We've seen that the last 2 plays. And so, here it is. We're down 7-0. Moved the ball last time better than 50 yards of offense. So let's hope that McCracken County can continue moving the ball like they did in the first series and get down the field and tie this game up.
As McCracken County, pretty good job on that first series, especially the 50-yard run by Zeno Cornelius. I'd like to remind you, this game you can watch on YouTube tonight. I tweeted out the link, also put it on Facebook as well on a thread. You can watch it, over 100 watching at the moment. As you go to the McCracken Media YouTube channel, the student-run YouTube channel, student-run department here at McCracken County High School. They do a great job under Christy Griffith and Mark Madison here at McCracken County High School. So that's on YouTube. Watch this game live or listen to it as you are on 99.5 The Fan. As the kickoff for Graves County, it's a short end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce inside the 30 to the 26, and it goes right out of bounds there, as catching it on the out-of-bounds line is James Berrigan, and the Mustangs will take over at the 26.
One thing, Eric, I wanted to note tonight, just for the fans' note, Coach has lined up some different guys tonight on his kickoff team. If you notice deep, he's had 3 different guys starting tonight than he has in some of the previous games. So it's interesting that he's got some new blood in there from the standpoint of the guys returning the kickoffs.
Henderson County leads Christian County 7-0 early on. Someone that's off to a great start this season, the Henderson County Colonels, playing very well so far.
Yeah, and I think we see them, Eric, about the 6th game of the season.
I think the ninth game maybe. It's later in the year this year.
Okay.
But the Henderson County Colonels, arguably one of the favorites this year in our district, off to a great start is Henderson County here so far this season. We'll keep you updated on Tillman and Mayfield as we get scores through the night as well. As Mayfield, a 16-game winning streak against Paducah Tillman coming into tonight.
So, Eric, one thing just to take note, it looks like McTaggart is in there starting as a running back. You noted Zeno came off with a little bit of a shoulder injury. Looks like number 26, Bryce McTaggart's in there on this set of downs.
So McTaggart in the backfield for McCracken County. As Lamb rolls to his right, throws, or to his right, incomplete, into coverage as that went right off the mitts of Kendall Lawrence of Graves County. A dangerous throw that the Mustangs able to get away from. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he cut straight in front of there. It looked like Pryor was wanting Ruxer there. He felt that he was open. Number 18 closed on that ball quickly and had a nice tip. And like you said, Eric, the potential interception there was avoided.
And if he does intercept it, that could be a touchdown.
Yeah, he had open field there.
2nd and 10 now for McCracken County on its own 26, trailing 7-0, just under 6 minutes in this opening quarter. As Lamb gets the snap, hands off. That is towards the left side, as it looks like it's going to be a handoff to Ruxer. Gets across the line of scrimmage, a yard, maybe 2. They'll make it 3rd and about 8. As it is going to be a gain of about 2. Let's make it 3rd and 8. You heard me mention a lot last year during baseball season, Dwayne Dodd. Well, it's good to have his brother, David Dodd, back out for another year of McCracken County High School sports at Marquette. You've been here all 10 years with me, haven't you? Yes, he has. It's good to have David back. As dropping back is Lamb. He's now rolling to his right under some pressure, looking, still looking to carry it now, and he'll be forced out of bounds at around the 30. And the Mustangs gaining about a yard or 2 will have to punt.
Yeah, Eric, he just didn't have any receivers open downfield. Play there called for at least 2 guys going deep, 30, 35 yards downfield. Those guys both were well covered, and Pryor just couldn't find anybody else open across the middle and had to take off with it.
So 4th down for McCracken County. And the Mustangs will punt. Sebastian Hutchins back out there for the Mustangs to kick for McCracken County. As it's a good snap, the punt is partially blocked, goes across the 30, and it will go out of bounds at the 32. So a little bit of a copycat from last week where it felt like the Mustang opponents off of punts were getting some good field positioning, and the defense now having to really dig deep with just 32 yards of defense to give up.
Yeah, very much so like the Bowling Green game. I think one of the things is, Eric, we've talked with Coach about, I know being out of practice, he's working diligently on special teams. Punting has been a little bit of a struggle so far this year, both from a snapping standpoint and from a punt standpoint. So certainly an area that McCracken County's got to improve on, or they're going to keep giving up field position.
1st down and 10 for Graves County at the McCracken 32. Gregory throws into the flat. It is caught in the backfield, and getting back to the original line of scrimmage is Dennis Mars. Maybe a half yard on the game, not much. 2nd and about 9.
Eric, that was a nice open field tackle by Jonathan Venerables. He pulled up, he saw that swing play, and caught Dennis Mars really before he even got to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they did mark him right at the line, but it's another good open field tackle by Jonathan Venerables.
2nd, let's call it no gain, 2nd and 10. As it is Gregory under center now. Haven't seen that yet tonight. And a handoff to the fullback, and the Mustangs snuffed it out perfectly. A nice job for McCracken County by Brady Cadwell.
Yeah, one of the things is, Eric, we've looked for all season, and we're getting it in this 3rd game, is those front 4 guys getting in the backfield, stopping the run before it ever gets started. Got to give Brady credit. He read that, got him before he ever got to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 3rd and 11.
The Mustangs have been pretty good on 1st and 2nd down defensively this year. 3rd and 4th down, it's been more of a struggle. This is a 3rd down opportunity here for the Mustang D. Chance to get off the field here. 3rd down and 11 as Gregory drops back. He looks, steps into the pocket, looking to run, has a room, and he will dive actually across the 30 to the 27. Maybe mark it short of that with the dive. He was diving legs first, so that will mark it down at about the 28, and that'll make it 4th and about 7.
Yeah, that was an interesting play by Gregory. He got through the initial line there, found him the hole, looked like he had some open running room, and for whatever reason he slid. There wasn't really a guy from McCracken County around him, so I think he gave up some yardage. It's fortunate for McCracken County.
They are going for it as Graves County, 4th and 7. at the 28. So a chance for the Mustangs to get the football back here with a stop. Gregory drops back, looks, throws over the middle. It is incomplete as it hits the turf. It's a turnover on downs.
All right, nice defensive stand, Eric, by McCracken County. Giving them the ball on the 32. We did that 6 times last week in the first half. And for the first time this season, McCracken County's got to stand on their side and turnover on down. So that's a great defensive stand by McCracken County here in this game.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 28, trailing 7-0. 2:35 in this first quarter. Nice crowd here at Marquette Stadium. It is Lamb getting the snap. Hands off to the back, who gets across the 30 out to about the 34 for McCracken County.
Landon Newman there.
It was Landon Newman, his first carry for McCracken County. Gain of about 5, let's call it. 2nd and 5.
You know, Coach mentioned he was going to play him some. Now it looks like Zeno may be out at least for this first quarter, so good opportunity for the young guy.
2nd and 5 for McCracken County. Snap, dropping back is Lamb, looking over the middle, throws over the middle, intercepted across the 40 to the 30. And it was right there with the pick. Case Tubbs, as he didn't have to move much. He had it right in his breadbasket and brought it back to about the 29.
Yeah, there, Eric, Pryor must not have saw him, because he saw the guy that he wanted to get it past to. I think it was Dylan Ruxer he felt was open there coming across the middle, but number 20, he just stepped right in Pryor's passing lane. Easy interception. Fortunately, Jack Bradley made a good tackle 4 or 5 yards down, and the defense is going to have to make another stand here starting at the 30-yard line.
So it's going to be handoff to Marsh. Big hole, 25-20, cuts it inside to the 18. Gain of about 11. First down inside the red zone at the 18.
Another nice tackle by Jack Bradley. I think one of the things his coach talks about is how athletic he is. He had that tackle on that interception just a moment ago. Here's the first play on offense. Jack gets another nice tackle, so he certainly is playing both sides of the ball and doing a great job.
Want to give a shout out to Brent Hausman listening in tonight, brought to you by the Sailor Connection in Lone Oak. It is going to be Mars again dancing across the 20 to about the 15. It's going to be a gain of about 3, making it 2nd and 7. So a chance for Graves County to capitalize on a turnover as the Eagles lead 7-0 with 1:20 in this opening quarter. Mustang D, a big-time stop the last series. Now looking for another one here late in the first quarter. Caden Gregory, the 5'11 sophomore quarterback, stands at his own, or at the McCracken 19. High snap, but there is a flag that will save the Eagles. As it looked like a blown play, it is false start on Graves County, and that will be probably, Coach Kemp would tell you, one of the more thankful false starts he's seen for his ball club.
For Graves County, you know, one of the things we've talked about all season is there's not been a lot of breaks go McCracken County's way, as we know in those first 2 games, and that's one of them right there. That ball was snapped 8 or 9 yards over the quarterback's head. Could have mounted to a 10, 15-yard loss, and because of the penalties, just a 5-yard setback, and they got 2nd and 12. So let's hope that turns around as the season goes along, Eric.
2nd and 12 now for Graves County on the McCracken 20. Snap, Gregory, pump fakes, rolls to his right, still looking, throws now towards the end zone. It is incomplete. Almost picked off. Great job in coverage there by Hunter Hawthorne.
Yeah, he did a great job, Eric. That guy was open when the quarterback let the ball go. Hunter did a great job closing on that guy fast. He definitely tipped the ball. Quite frankly, like you said, he could have picked that off. He had a good opportunity, but certainly a great defensive play by Hunter Hawthorne closing that gap.
3rd down and 11 now for Graves County on the 20 of McCracken. With Graves leading 7-0, 50 seconds in this opening quarter. So Gregory looking over the McCracken D, which looks to be bringing pressure. Snap. It is a quarterback keeper. Big hole. 15, 10. Inside the 10 to the 5. And that was a Gregory Reed. He actually saw the blitz coming and was able to option it to a quarterback keeper and a gain of 15 for a first down and goal.
Yeah, he cleared that right-hand end. Somebody blocked the defensive end in, gave him plenty of running room on that right-hand side. He did make a nice cutback, as you said, Eric, about the 10-yard line. Q Bailey came up with the deep safety tackle there, preventing a touchdown.
First down and goal now for Graves County at the McCracken 5. It will be Gregory with Mars in the backfield with him. More of a jumbo-type formation for Graves County. Gregory changing at the line. 3 seconds on the play clock. And Graves County going to call a timeout, noticing time was about to expire. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment. Graves leads McCracken 7-0.
It's football season, and no matter who you're rooting for this weekend, Mr. Cool is here to provide innovative HVAC solutions for your home or small business. With our famous patented DIY line or our brand new central ducted system, we help keep America cool in the summer and nice and cozy in the winter, all from right here in your community. So if the ref has you hot or quarterback play has you cold, visit MrCool.com and find out more about our innovative HVAC solutions. Mr. Cool, comfort made simple.
Back here at Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School, as late in the first quarter, 9.9 seconds to be exact, Graves County leads McCracken County 7-0 with first and goal for the Eagles at the McCracken County 5. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Thanks for joining us as we kick off year 10 here at Marquette Stadium and McCracken County High School. Graves County comes back out of the timeout. They'll have two wide receivers to the left, two in the backfield with Gregory. Snap, handoff to Mars, and nothing doing as it's a loss of about 1.5. Looks like leading the charge for McCracken County was Frankie Nutt.
Yeah, Frankie Nutt got some good penetration on that left-hand side, Eric. He got a hold of Dennis Mars before he ever could really get a step towards the line of scrimmage. So here it is again, just what you were talking about. First and second down, McCracken County's playing great defense. They just need to get that transferred over to third and fourth, and we're going to get some stops.
That's right. As we go to timeouts after 1 quarter of play, Graves County leads McCracken County 7-0.
Rudy's Farm Center is your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. Now, the Rudy family is proud to be a part of Mustang Nation. Why don't you come out and enjoy a bag of famous popcorn? It's just 10 minutes from the school campus out on Highway 60. While you're there, take a good look at the selection of Traeger wood pellet grills, a great addition for your tailgate party. At Rudy's Farm Center, down Highway 60 in Keppel.
We all have dreams, and at C-Plant Federal Credit Union, we can help make yours a reality. Whether it's your dream vacation, your dream home, or your dream home away from home, C-Plant will walk you through the process from application to closing. Call or visit any of our 9 local C-Plant branches and learn how you can enjoy all our member benefits and finance your dream. So don't wait. Get dreaming with C-Plant today.
Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
County here at Marquette Stadium, McCracken County High School, as we welcome you back to the Baird broadcast booth. Looking to roll over your 401k or open an IRA, maybe investment account. Britt Hausman at Baird and Hausman Financial Group, 270-450-9900. Second down and goal for Graves County at the 6, leading 7-0. Gregory looking right corner of the end zone, has a man caught. Touchdown Graves County. Cade Goatley, the recipient for the Eagles.
Yeah, Goatley, he wasn't necessarily open in the back of the end zone there, but we got to give a credit to the quarterback there, Gregory. That was a nice pass he made. Q Bailey had the coverage. He threw it just a little higher than Q could reach and hit Goatley there in the back of the end zone. So credit to the quarterback there. That was a nice throw.
And that makes it 13-0, extra point pending with a flag on the play on the snap. So we will potentially, let's see who it's against. It is offsides on McCracken County, so it'll move it closer for Graves County. See what the Eagles choose to do, if they want to re-kick or go for it. They are going to kick, I believe, because it's now just a yard out for, I'll say that, they respot it, and they're ready for the re-kick. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. It is good. 11:54 second quarter. Graves County takes a 14-0 lead over McCracken County, and the Mustangs a chance to go back out now. If you are the Mustangs, really turnovers haven't necessarily been a struggle this year so far for McCracken County. That was a costly turnover for the Mustangs overall. Now you've got to go back out, try to correct a few things, cut this score in half.
Yeah, I think that's the second turnover of the season, if I'm correct. We had an interception there against Tillman in the first game, and kind of a spotless game last week as far as turnovers were concerned. So McCracken County's doing good on the turnovers, but I think the challenge there, like we were talking a little bit during the break, is, you know, McCracken County, between the game at Bowling Green and this game so far in the first quarter, has given their opponent the short side of the field 8 times in the last 2 ball games. That puts a load on this young defense. So I think the situation is McCracken County can settle down and get a score, like you said, cut it in half, move the ball, let the defense rest a little bit, and next time get out there, kick the ball off, and let them start down at their 20 and have to work their way down the field and not just give them 30 yards a shot each time at the end zone.
North Point Christian leads Marshall County 29-0 after 1 quarter of play. As I look for more scores from around the area. So the Mustangs trail 14-0. As it is 11:54 in this second quarter. Graves County to kick. Connor Thomas to do the honors for Graves County. And the kick sails towards the 5-yard line. Davon Dunbar brings it out 20, 25, 30, and he's brought down on the 33-yard line. Nice return for McCracken County. The Mustangs will have it on the Graves County 33.
Yeah, a little different starting kickoff team there, Eric. And it looks like what coach has really tried to do there is put all his speed on the field, and that paid off. I think that's the best kickoff return we've had in these first 3 games.
So the Mustangs will have it first down and 10 on their own 33, trailing now 14-0. So the Mustangs look like it is going to be Newman in the backfield. On the near side, it's Jordan Bridges. Snap. It is a handoff to Newman. Stiff arms a defender, but brought down from behind. Maybe a slight loss of 1. 2nd and 11. $14-0. Mustangs trail. So they look for a little bit of rhythm on offense. Now on their own 31 for McCracken County. Snap. It is going to be a handoff to Newman. He's hit at the line, able to escape the initial hit, and barrels forward to about the 45. Nice job making about 3 or 4 yards out of what was hit at the line.
Yeah, that linebacker, Eric, met him right square at the line of scrimmage. He still picked up 4 yards. I think one of the things we've seen in Landon Newman, in particular that run, is he kept his legs cranking, and he pushed that pile forward on his own.
3rd down and 7 for McCracken County on its own 35. Snap. It is going to be Lamb keeping it, and not much there as he went into a wall of Eagles, and the Mustangs will punt. Short gain on the play, 4th down for the Mustangs. And the bad news for McCracken County is you're really starting to put your defense on the field a lot with these short series for the Mustangs after the turnover. And After the Mustangs got a big stop on D, immediate turnover there after putting them right back out there for another 4 or 5 minutes. Then a 3 and out. The defense is going to go right back out there. Is the offense really right now just putting a lot on the defense here early on?
They are. They're really loading up the defense and I think it doesn't do justice to the defense. I think these guys are playing good. They're playing hard. They're playing like Coach Smith wants them to. They're just playing a whole lot of downs. It would have been nice to pick up some first downs here, get some positive yardage, and keep them off the field. It'll be interesting to see what Coach calls here. Almost looks like, Eric, he's putting his offense back on the field. Not quite so sure yet, but Pryor Lamb is still out on the field at the moment. Looks like he may go for it.
There you go. So 4th down and 4. The Mustangs going to go for it. It will be Lamb going back out there for the Mustangs. 4th down and 4. So Lamb looking over the defense. Esley Cornelius to his right. Snap. Lamb goes off tackle. Looking, and he's going near the first down marker, but I think he's short by about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, I think, Eric, you're right. I think he just came up short. He made a nice run up there the middle. It was pretty congested. He picked up more yardage than he might have, but it looks like he come up just about, like you said, about 1.5 yards short.
And so that'll be a turnover on downs. I believe they're going to at least look and measure, but it looks like at least about 1 yard short. As I believe they're going to try to measure officially. It was announced on the PA system, first down Graves County, but I don't think they are ready to say that yet officially. It's close. But I do think it's just a tad short.
Yeah, Eric, I think you're correct. I think it's a good at least 2 feet short and maybe closer to 1 yard.
It is. It's Graves County football. And so turnover on downs. Graves County will take over on the McCracken 42. And so here, defense, it's another short field. It was, in fact, I think maybe the entire first half last week they had the short field they had to work against with Bowling Green. Is that right?
They did. Bowling Green had 6 possessions last week inside our 40, so very similar. This is the 3rd one. This is a little outside the 40, but still on the McCracken County side of the field. The defense is starting for the 3rd consecutive series.
So Graves County, 1st and 10 on the McCracken 41. Gregory drops back, throws over the middle, caught across the 40 to the 36. Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5. And it feels like Graves County starting to pick up their rhythm a bit.
They are. They've got McCracken County backed up a little bit here. That was a nice open field tackle by Dassing there. Chase had a nice tackle there in the open field. But certainly, Eric, I think you're right. Graves seems to have found a rhythm between their run game and their kind of run-pass game. So I think the situation is they've got McCracken County a little off balance here on this short field.
2nd and 5 now. Snap. It's going to be Gregory rolling to his left, looking to go deep, throws towards the left side, incomplete, instead throwing it away and towards the sidelines.
Eric, I got to give the defense credit. They played that pretty well because initially it looked like he had plenty of field out on that left-hand side, and for some reason he didn't take it. Chase Dassing closed on him quickly, and the receiver was covered till he ran him clear out of bounds. So it looked like a fairly good opportunity for Graves County. McCracken County's defense stood up to that challenge. 3rd
down and 5 now for Graves County. On the McCracken 36, leading 14-0, 9:18 in this first half. Snap, Gregory drops back, looks over the middle. It's caught, 1st down, Graves County at the 30.
Man, I'll give the credit to the catch there, but Eric, we've got to give a lot of credit, and the fans got to know Jack Bradley was playing great defense.
Wonderful defense. Jack Bradley did everything he could. He has had a wonderful senior season for McCracken County.
You know, another thing, Eric, that you talked about in that first quarter, and it'd be neat to ask Ivan this question at halftime. How many times has Graves County picked up their first down on 3rd or 4th down?
That's right. It has just been a tough down this year, both 3rd and 4th down for the McCracken defense. As Gregory drops back, screen play. Mustangs unable to get to it quickly across the 25 to about the 20. Gain of about 10. It'll be, I believe, good enough for a first down. It's not as good of a spot as I thought it was going to be. It might be 2nd and inches. Nope, they do give it the first down. First down for Graves County, now on the red zone at the 20. 8:25 first half. Graves looking to go up 3 scores here. Gregory gets the snap, drops back, throws towards the end zone. It's almost intercepted by Jack Bradley. He had a great beat on it. Full extension, tried to intercept it, came up just short.
He did, Eric. You called that play perfectly. They had 2 guys open over there, at least apparently open, and Jack did a great job. He took the right angle. He used his speed. He cut it off. And quite frankly, missed probably one of the best interception opportunities we've had this season.
And it wasn't an easy chance. He was having to dive full extension.
Yeah, he was.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles on the Mustang 20. Pressure coming. Gregory drops back one-on-one towards the end zone left side. It's incomplete. Great one-on-one coverage there from McCracken County.
Jonathan Venerable.
That's right.
Eric. He did. He stayed right in the face of the receiver, didn't give him any opportunity whatsoever to catch the ball, and didn't interfere.
Back to our original point. The Mustangs strong 1st and 2nd down as it's now 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and long has been the struggle this year right now for McCracken County. Defense has played well tonight. See if they can get a stop here on 3rd down and 10. Gregory with Dennis Mars to his right. Snap. Gregory drops back, looking towards the end zone. It's picked off almost. As Bradley had it at the apex of his jump, but unfortunately was undercut. Went down, helmet first, and during that dropped the football, but he is okay, thankfully.
Yeah, he's up, Eric, but I'll be honest with you, for the fans at home that didn't get to see that, that was an incredible attempt by Jack Bradley to make another interception, 2 plays in a row. And he definitely got a lot of air under him there to try to make that catch, and one time he had it.
4th down and 10. The Eagles looking to kick, and the Mustangs look like they jumped. And by jumped, I think they bulldozed through the Grays front. It's going to be offsides. As McCracken had a defensive lineman, thought he may have timed the jump. Instead, all he did was bulldoze the center.
He did. He's over the ball, so I think the thing is there, he's got to keep a good eye on the ball there and not jump offsides. You've given Graves County a little advantage on the field goal here.
It'll be Connor Thomas to kick. It's off, and it doinks off the upright. And the Mustang defense, hats off once again. Another short field they had to deal with, and they hold Graves scoreless.
They have. Look at it from this standpoint, Eric. This is the 3rd time in a row that Graves County's had the ball on McCracken County side, 2 times down at the 30, once at the 40. And McCracken County's defense has held them twice.
That's right.
So 2 out of 3. So hats off to this defense. I think Coach Smith's got to be happy with what he's seeing defensively thus far in this first half.
And now if you're McCracken County, you're just looking for first downs to try to move the football a little bit, get the defense some rest.
They do, because if they can move the ball here, you got about a half a quarter left, keep Graves County off and try to cut this score. This is an important drive for McCracken County tonight.
So Pryor Lamb gets the snap. He hands it off to Newman, cuts field back towards the right. Bulldozes a defender, gains about 3. Nice hard run there for Newman.
Yeah, I like what I see out of Newman. I mean, we're missing Zeno tonight after that first quarter, but one thing about Newman, he keeps his legs turning, and that makes it tough to tackle and tough to slow down. So some good skill set so far from this young man that Coach Smith has put in.
14-0 Graves County, 7.5 minutes left in this first half. Mustangs looking for a sustained drive here. 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs on their own 23. It is going to be Newman again as he staggers his way across the line, dives forward, gain of about 3. Make it 3rd and about 4 with a late flag coming in. So this could be pivotal in this drive. As that late, you figure it's unsportsmanlike, which if you're head coach, if that is the case, one of those penalties that will drive you insane.
Definitely looks like unsportsmanlike. Eric, was definitely after the whistle blew.
See who it's against. It's a personal foul on McCracken County. And that is one of those penalties you absolutely cannot commit under any circumstance. The play is over. You have a manageable 3rd down and 4. And with a penalty like that, you cost your team 15 yards.
You did. You got in that 3rd and short that we talk about is so important for McCracken County to be 3rd and short. That's going to be their bread and butter on picking up the 1st downs this year. And so, you were up there probably about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, and now you're back about 3rd and 16, Eric. So certainly sets them back, and unfortunately could put the defense back on the field here with a short field for the 4th time this half.
Play was over, and extracurricular by a Mustang will cost the Mustangs 15. Make it 3rd and 16. Snap. Lamb drops back, looking to air it out. Goes down the right sideline. It's caught! No, it's out of bounds. It's a good call, too. As you and I had a great vantage point, Dylan Ruxer made an excellent attempt, but we could see his foot right as he came down on the right sideline. Just a brutal break, unfortunately, for McCracken County.
Yeah, Eric, you called that perfectly. The defensive guy made a nice tip. Dylan kept his eye on it.
He did.
He made a heck of an effort to keep his feet in bounds. And you're right, it was right here in front of us. He landed right square on the white line. Unfortunate play from McCracken County. And just as we were talking earlier, McCracken County thus far this season just hasn't got any breaks to go their way, and that was just another example of it.
An unbelievable concentration by Ruxer to make the grab, and just unfortunate for him, his foot just came down right on that line, but it was not an easy catch. And he made the catch, but foot right on the white line.
Yeah, it was a nice play. One of the things is coaches talk some about Dylan Ruxer being a good wide receiver, and certainly that proved that was a nice catch. I think one thing, Eric's important right here is we've talked all season. McCracken County struggled in the punt game. This is the first game that Sebastian's got an opportunity. I've seen him in practice. He can put one out 40-plus yards, and that's what McCracken County needs here to keep the defense from playing short side of the field again.
And so McCracken will have to punt. Again, the big play is a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty against McCracken County. Really went from a 3rd and short to a 3rd and long. The Mustangs nearly overcame it, though, to their credit. Nice throw from Pryor. A wonderful grab in midair by Dylan Ruxer. Well, like you said, just the breaks from McCracken County. Half his foot on that white line.
It was. I mean, that's another close play that didn't go McCracken County's way. We've seen it on the defense tonight. We've seen it all year. We've seen it on offense. And right there, that would have been a nice 1st down to keep this drive going. And certainly wasn't for lack of effort on Dylan Ruxer's part.
So 4th down and long. The Mustangs will punt. As Sebastian Hutchins to do the honors. As he snap, and he's looking to run now. Now rugby-style kick. It's a nice one. It's across the 35. Takes a horrendous bounce, though. And back to the 30 and back to the breaks for McCracken County.
It is, Eric. We can't say enough about it. These young guys are playing good. It was a bad snap. It rolled back to Sebastian, probably dropped 3 or 4 yards in front of him. Snapping on punts has been something the team's been working on. But I got to give Sebastian Hutchins credit there. It looked like he was going to get tackled at the 2 or 3 yard line. He sprinted out there to the right, ended up punting it about 30 yards. And then, a little humor in it. It took a bad bounce. It took a bad bounce from McCracken County and bounced back to the 30. So here we go for the 4th time and the 10th time in 2 games in the first half that McCracken County's defense is playing inside the 30-yard line.
One of the toughest things to do is a long snap. It is not easy in the least to do that, especially when you haven't had experience coming into that. So it's a tough thing to do on top of blocking right after you long snap it.
It is, and Coach Smith talked to us Wednesday after the show about his effort to improve this part of his special teams. Still looks like there's room for improvement. So, hopefully this, as the season progresses, we can find the right player to be there as a long snapper. I certainly think Sebastian Hutchins is the right punter, but we're going to have to get the ball back to him and give him plenty of time to get off that punt. So now we're back to defense for the fourth time.
It will be on the McCracken 30, let's call it. First down and 10. Gregory, hand off to Mars, goes across the 30. Big hole, 25-20, stiff arms 15, down to the 10. As Dennis Mars, really a nice job cutting back to the middle of the field where there was a wide open hole. It'll be first down and goal for the Eagles inside the 10 at the 9.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice cut by him, Eric. He took that right-hand edge and cut it back to the middle of the field. Nobody was there in the middle of the field. I do got to give him credit. It was a nice stiff arm. He did pick up an extra 6 yards on his own there.
First and goal at the 9 as Gregory, hand off to Mars, gets past the initial rush, gains about 3 as he falls forward. Second and goal around, let's call it the 7.
That was a nice job on the front four. The front four made contact with Dennis Mars before he really got along across the line of scrimmage, and that kept him checked up because he did have a decent hole there if he would have kept his footing after the line of scrimmage. Second
and goal at the 7 for Graves County, leading 14-0, 5:50. In this first half is Mars. Hit at the line and not much doing. He does spin forward for about 2 more. That'll make it third and goal. Let's call it around the 6.
Eric, that was another good tackle by Chase Dassing. He stopped Mars on that first carry. He stopped him on his second carry. A good open field tackle. So Chase Dassing continues to be sort of a foundation or a cornerstone of this defense this year.
Third down and goal for the Eagles at the McCracken 6. Leading 14-0 is Graves County. Snap, Gregory looking, right sideline, throws it up and well over his intended receiver's head. And that'll make it fourth and goal.
One of the things is, Eric, McCracken County got pressure on him. Number 65 there was right in the face of the quarterback, causing him to throw that high. So good 3 downs. That's one of the things, Eric, we've been talking about. We got first and second down positive as we have been all night. Stopped him on third down. Now we're down to a fourth down. So McCracken County's defense is playing a well of the game on a short field tonight.
Cannot brag about this McCracken County defense enough. Connor Thomas for the field goal. The kick is up, and it looks to be right through the uprights. It is good. A 22-yard field goal for Connor Thomas gives Graves County a 17-0 lead. And again, my friend, how many drives in a row in plus territory for Graves County? They've only got 17, which, yes, that's a deficit for sure, but could be a whole lot more. Is that 5 straight?
Four straight inside the 40-yard line, 3 of them inside the 30-yard line. I think the thing is positive there. 3 out of the 4 of those, we've not let them get in the end zone. This last one, a field goal. So really, we got to chalk it up to the defense. 3 out of 4 series for Graves County. McCracken County's kept them out of the end zone on a short field. So, one of the things we've not had a lot of positives in the first 2 games is to talk about was the defense. And tonight, I've got to brag on the defense. The defense is keeping this game from getting out of hand. So hopefully this offense can step up like we saw second half of Bowling Green and see some movement here in these last 5 minutes and 10 seconds. McCracken County get on the board here. It's a 10-point game. And so let's look for the positive here from the offense. Certainly seeing it from the defense tonight.
Want to give a shout out to Buddy and Joyce Lewis listening in tonight. It's good to hear from you all, as always, as they're cheering loudly from Heath. Thank you to Bobby Cook for sending this update between Ballard Memorial and Massac County over in the land of La Center. After 1 quarter, it's 22-22. Ballard and Massac, a random number of 22 to be tied upon for both teams. As the kickoff taken at the 10 and returned for McCracken County across the 20 out to about the 24-yard line as McCracken County will take over first down and 10. Don't often see the number 22 in football, let alone for a score, let alone a time.
Yeah, that is an odd score. Somebody must have went for 2 at least once there to get that 22. So interesting score down there.
And we will get more scores for you in just a little bit. It is 5 minutes left in the first half. McCracken trailing 17-0. A chance here, my friend, to just look for a little bit of rhythm and try to get some points.
Yeah, McCracken County needs to get 2 first downs here, just right off the bat, to get some positive momentum from this offense.
Snap, Pryor looks, throws over the middle, rocket throw caught as it's near the first down marker. Nice job to Dylan Ruxer.
Yeah, Eric, there, we commented on the great catch he made. It ended up being out of bounds. He came right back on the very next play here, offensive play from McCracken County. He made another nice catch.
Bailey Bradley listening in. Also, thank you for this update. Mayfield leads Paducah Tillman 10-6. Is that game in the second quarter. First down and 10 for McCracken County on the Graves County 34. So we're now at 4:40 left in this first half. Snap. It is going to be a throw left side, incomplete as it's intended for Jordan Bridges. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That ball was thrown just a little bit wide and a little bit high there for Jordan to get a hold of from Pryor on that particular pass.
So that'll make it 2nd down for McCracken County on the 34 of their own, trailing 17-0. 4 minutes and counting in this second quarter. And official on the near side, I believe that's Zach Perry, blows his whistle. Oh, nope, it's not. He's on the far side, is Zach. And as we are, a quick conference by the officials, very nice officiating crew, Bubba Henley's group, always doing a great job. You have Bubba, you have Ken Henderson, Kenny Perry, Zach Perry, and .405, I think they said.
Yeah, Eric, I think they want the clock reset to 4:05.
So they have, and it will be 2nd and 10 for McCracken County on its own 34, trailing 17-0 to Graves County late in this first half. Snap. It is going to be a quarterback keeper. Pryor looking to make something, goes across the line of scrimmage out to about the 40. Gain of about 6, maybe 7. Let's call it 2nd and 3.
That was a nice run by Pryor. He ran right into the traffic area. Could have been stopped for maybe 1 or 2 yards. And so he picked up those 6 yards with his legs.
Want to give a shout out to Buddy and Ann Rushing saying go Mustangs. Good to hear from 2 faithful supporters of McCracken County Schools for many years. Is Buddy and Ann Rushing, brought to you by the Sailor Connection, your locally owned Verizon wireless retailer, Lone Oak Road in Paducah. 3rd down and 4. Actually 3 for McCracken County. And actually timeout called at the very last second by McCracken County. We'll take one with them. 3:16 left in the first half. 17-0 Graves County.
Doing it yourself? You need a few things from Kitmo.
I need wallpaper removers, wood floor finishes, pressure washers, dry wall lifts, material lifts, hole saws, jigsaws, sawhorses, air compressors, nail guns, staple guns, caulk guns, and wet dry vacs.
Can you repeat that?
If you need it, chances are you can rent it at Kitmo, the only 100% locally owned equipment rental. They've been at it for 45 years. North 8th Street at the foot of the Brookport Bridge. You get Mo at Kitmo.
From the pros to the preps, we got them covered. 99.5 The Fan. AM 1560.
coming up for the McCracken County Mustangs as they look to extend this drive. As McCracken County, third down and about 3 on the Graves County their own 41, as Graves County leads it 17-0. 3:16 left in this second quarter. Snap. It is Pryor looking to keep it. Goes straight up the middle. First down across the 45. Fumbles it. And it's picked up by Graves County. And a late flag as well. It's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe, on McCracken.
Yeah, Eric, that was an unfortunate break from McCracken County. Pryor used his legs. He picked up about 7, 8, 9 yards where he actually went down. As he was going down, the ball just flipped out of his hands up in the air. Graves County defender right there picked it up out of the air. Not sure what this unsportsman is, but it certainly was a unfortunate break from McCracken County when they picked up that second first down of this series.
Want to give a shout out to Becky Wellington listening in. Also listening from Boston, Massachusetts is Hunter Vlack. And so it's actually going to be unsportsmanlike against Graves County. So that's good news. The unfortunate part for McCracken County is it is going to be a turnover.
It is. That's the third turnover of the year, second in this ball game here in the first half. And I think one of the things is, Eric, that unsportsman came from, I think the guy who recovered the fumble took the ball and threw it up in the air.
I see.
After he went down. I think it was a result of that unsportsman. A little over-celebration on that fumble recovery.
So with 3:08 left in this first half, the defense once again having to go back out there. The good news is they do have some room behind them to work against, as Graves County now the football first down and 10. Defense has been out there a lot tonight trying to work hard. And the first time in 5 series, now Graves County will have it in their own territory. Snap, handoff is towards Mars, and he is hit at the line and dropped. Nice job. Gains only about 2, 2nd and 8.
That's another nice tackle by Chase Dassing. You know, one of the things is, Eric, we've called his name 3, 4, 5 times in this first half. So as a middle linebacker, he has really become the cornerstone of McCracken County's inside defense.
2nd and 8 as the clock runs under 2:40. Gregory gets the snap, looking for a screen play, throws it, caught, and it's well executed across the 40, 50, 45, brought down at the 43, maybe even the 42. That was about as well executed as one could, as the ball was caught by Woodward. He had a lot of room to operate. Venable chased him down to bring him down at around the 42.
Yeah, Eric, I think the core problem in that play there, if you notice, McCracken County wasn't in position. They had 5 guys changing position just as Graves County snapped the ball. I'm sure Coach Smith will coach that. That's that positional defense he's been wanting the boys to improve on.
1st and 10 as the Mustangs get into the backfield immediately and drop Mars for a loss. Several Mustangs getting into the backfield, at least 3, if not more. It's a drop of 3, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Eric, you know, one of the things that I'm going to highlight tonight as a positive, this defense is playing good. We've talked about it all evening, but the front 4 has been playing good. The front 4 have been getting back in the backfield. They've been breaking up some of these running plays before they get started. So, you know, this is really the first game that the front 4 has had a positive impact on stopping plays before they get to the line of scrimmage.
And now if you're McCracken County, Graves County calls timeout. You've got them held to a 2nd and 13 for Graves on their own 45. You're just looking for victories in any way, shape, or form. You've gotten several of them tonight. You mentioned 4 times in a row Graves County had it in McCracken County territory to start it right. Mustangs stopped them 3 of those 4 times without points. That's a victory. If you can get a stop here after a turnover, be another victory. And getting into the locker room at 17-0, considering what you've had to face, that would be a win.
Yeah, I think Graves County's had a total of 7 possessions overall. And so you look at it, they've had 7 possessions. We've held them to 17 points. And like I said, throughout all 11 guys playing defense, we've seen some real positive tackling, position almost intercepted passes, just a lot of good things coming out of this defense tonight.
2nd and 13. Gregory drops back, screenplay left side. Mustangs unable to get the initial tackle. It will be a gain of about 6. Actually a little bit shorter than I anticipated as he went out at the 40. Gain of about 5. That'll make it a big 3rd down and 8.
And you know, one of the things is, Eric, I'm harping on tonight, you've been harping on, here it is 3rd and long.
Yep.
And this is the 5th time or 5th series that McCracken County just continues to play good defense on 1st and 2nd.
Chance now for another stop on 3rd down for this Mustang group. 1:52, 2nd quarter, 17-0 Graves County. Snap, dropping back is Gregory. Under pressure, throws, caught. 1st down across the 30 and inside the 30 to the 26. And again, 3rd down just continues, 3rd and long, continues to be the troublesome down, I think.
It is. I'd love Ivan to give us a breakdown. Maybe we can ask him for that for next week's show. It's just a breakdown on how many of these 1st downs our opponents are picking up on 3rd down. I think that number would be staggering.
As an official's timeout is the sequence of moving up and trying to get everything placed. As official's timeout real quick, and maybe an issue with the chain gang on the far side with one of the chains. May have been tangled up, I think may have been the issue. As I look, I want to give a shout out to Jackson Gruber listening in, saying go Stangs from Anchorage, Alaska. Good to hear from you, Jackson. 1st down and 10. Graves County on the McCracken 26, trailing 17-0. Dropping back Gregory. He's airing out toward the right side of the end zone. It is incomplete. There is a flag that's going to be pass interference on McCracken County.
Yeah, Eric, it was a nice throw by the quarterback, but Hawthorne, he had good coverage on there, stayed right with his man on that particular play.
So it'll be pass interference on the Mustangs with 94 seconds left in the half. And that'll move the Eagles inside the red zone, as it will be officially marked down at the 13. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down and 10 for Graves County at the McCracken 13. 94 seconds left in this 1st half. So, Graves County breaks the huddle inside the 15 at the 13. Gregory drops back, looking left, throwing towards the left side of the end zone. It is incomplete. Went right through the hands of Cadian Goodman, excuse me. And now 90 seconds left, 2nd and 10. As Gregory comes back from the sideline, the Eagles break the huddle. Gregory looks over the D and is set. Snap, hands off to the back. Big hole, 10, 5, touchdown Graves County, as a 13-yard run by Dennis Mars to make it 23-0. And again, it was a Mustang turnover. 2 turnovers now for McCracken County, and so far a big 13 points off those McCracken turnovers.
Yeah, that's a great point, Eric, you're making there. If McCracken County didn't have those 2 turnovers, this would be a 10-0 game right now.
Oh, so those turnovers right now just loom large.
They have indeed. So, you know, one of the things coming into this game we've not talked about this season is McCracken County having a turnover issue, and they haven't up until tonight's game. So certainly turnovers are costly. This is going to be a 24-0 halftime lead, when technically without those turnovers this had been a 10-0 halftime score.
As a injured Mustang down on the field, tough to see number from this vantage point.
65. I think it's Noah Adrian.
Noah Adrian, you're right. As he's being helped off, able to put some power as he walks. And so he will come out. He has had a very nice game for the Mustangs up front. as the extra point attempt coming up momentarily for Graves County. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. With 1:22 left in this second quarter, Graves County leads McCracken County 24-0. We'll keep it right here. It's a tough sequence again for McCracken County. Third down, and the Mustangs had the first down, but a just costly fumble for McCracken County gives it back to Graves County, and instead of being in Graves County territory with a chance maybe to get a score, maybe cut it to 10, give it back to Graves County. They score and extend it to 24.
They did, Eric, and I think the unfortunate part of that is McCracken County ran about 5 offensive plays in that series, picked up that first down, really picked up the second down till the fumble happened there. And so what did it do? It put that defense right back on the field. So, one of the things we've got to keep in mind, this defense, these 11 guys, or some of the substitutes, 13 or 14 guys, they've played the better half of the downs in this first half. And so they've got to be tired. It'll be good to get them in here at halftime, let them rest a little bit, and hopefully McCracken County can have a better second half offense. Coach Smith and his staff can make some good adjustments, and McCracken County can move the ball and let the defense rest a little bit.
So the Mustangs got some work to do. They do have 1:22 left in this first half, trailing 24-0. Graves County will get the football first to start the second half. Short kickoff, going to be taken at the 24 for McCracken County and returned, and immediately hit is Trey Tucker. First down and 10 for the Mustangs at the 23. So the Mustangs, 1:18. Try to get some momentum going. And so Pryor Lamb and the Mustangs will head back out. So it will be Lamb with, I believe that is that Ruxer in the backfield? It is.
Yes, it is, Eric.
Snap, handoff is to Ruxer. He's hit at the line and carrying a couple of Eagles with him. He'll gain of about 4, maybe 5.
That was a strong run by Dylan Ruxer. We don't see him in the backfield a whole lot, but that was an excellent run right up the center of the field.
Yes, it was. So we have a minute left. 2nd and 5. Mustangs going to use some clock. Try to get this to the halftime locker room as is. Not wanting to make any more mistakes to maybe make it a bit tougher. As it is a handoff to Ruxer. Goes off tackle. Across the 30, 35. Nice job getting out across the 40 to the 41 as he goes out of bounds.
Dylan's having a good game, Eric.
Yes, he has.
He's made 2 good catches. One of them didn't count. And he's coming out of the backfield. He picked up, 12, 13 yards on that run. So he's developing. One of the things is early in the season, he was a guy that was starting, didn't know what he would do. But as the seasons went on, these first 3 games early on, he seems to be a guy that can contribute on the offensive side.
Wonderful job once again as the clock runs. 15 seconds left. As final play potentially if the Mustangs choose to snap it. 5 seconds as they do. Pryor throws over the middle. It is caught by Crass at the 50. And he'll go down around the 45-yard line to end the first half. After a play, Mustangs trail Graves County 24-0. When we come back, we'll have the first half stats. The Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments, all when we return. 99.5 The Fan.
Craig Culver on Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixers.
Summer just isn't complete without this treat. We take our frozen custard and add salted caramel. Then pick your favorite mix in. Cookie dough, brownie pieces, or how about Reese's Peanut Butter Cup? We spin it by hand. I love seeing that caramel swirl through the custard. There it is. Come on in for the Culver's Salted Caramel Concrete Mixer. Welcome to Delicious.
Stop in at Culver's on Highway 60 in Paducah.
We all have dreams, and at Seaplant Federal Credit Union, we can help make yours a reality. Whether it's your dream vacation, your dream home, or your dream home away from home, Seaplant will walk you through the process from application to closing. Call or visit any of our 9 local Seaplant branches and learn how you can enjoy all our member benefits and finance your dream. So don't wait. Get dreaming with Seaplant today.
Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You know what it's like when you go to a new restaurant and then people ask you, what did you have? And you give a recommendation. Well, prepare to have a lengthy conversation if someone asks you that question about the Farm Restaurant in La Center. Everything they have is absolutely delicious. From salmon, shrimp, pork chops, steak, real burgers with quality meat, chicken salad so good your grandma will claim she made it herself. And don't forget dessert. The bar is open too. It's not too far to get great food at the farm.
Rudy's Farm Center is your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. Now, the Rudy family is proud to be a part of Mustang Nation. Why don't you come out and enjoy a bag of famous popcorn? It's just 10 minutes from the school campus out on Highway 60. While you're there, take a good look at the selection of Traeger wood pellet grills, a great addition for your tailgate party. At Rudy's Farm Center, down Highway 60 in Keppel.
It's football season, and no matter who you're rooting for this weekend, Mr. Cool is here to provide innovative HVAC solutions for your home or small business. With our famous patented DIY line or our brand new central ducted system, we help keep America cool in the summer and nice and cozy in the winter, all from right here in your community. So if the ref has you hot or quarterback play has you cold, visit MrCool.com and find out more about our innovative HVAC solutions. Mr. Cool, comfort made simple.
It's time to blow the whistle on low interest rates, mandatory fees, and limited ATM networks. Time for a new game plan. FNB's Your Start Checking and Savings Bundle will lead you to victory. Earn our premium interest rate of 1.55% APY on your first $15,000. Plus, enjoy nationwide ATM access and mobile deposits. We invite you to apply online at growwithfnb.com or stop by your nearest FNB office to get your start today. APY is annual percentage yield. Standard rate of 0.05% APY will apply to balances over $15,000. See bank for terms and conditions. FNB Bank, member FDIC.
Flooring is incredibly important when it comes to sports. It's also incredibly important when it comes to your home or business. You gotta see Flooring America for a full line of residential and commercial carpet, vinyl, laminate, area rugs, and custom tile. Their professional installers are fully insured. They have the area's largest selection of quality floor coverings for integrity, quality, and professional service. See Greg Dilworth at Flooring America, 5150 Heartland Drive, flooringamericapaducah.com.
Hungry but still want a good deal? McDonald's is the place to go, so look no further. Get a sausage biscuit and a hash brown for just $2.50 to start your day the great way. And for lunch, you can choose between a McDouble, a McChicken, or a 4-piece chicken McNugget, all paired with an order of crispy fries for just $3. Now that's a delicious lunch deal. And don't forget, slushies have arrived at McDonald's. Your delicious cool treat for those hot summer days. And you can find it all at McDonald's.
Mustangs trail 24-0 here at the half to Graves County as we are now watching the halftime show by the Mustang Band and Color Guard as they are getting set, about ready for a nice show here at McCracken County High School. It is now time to look at the first half statistics, and with that I welcome in the statistician for McCracken County football, Mr. Ivan Stevens. Ivans, take it away, my friend.
All right, thanks, Eric. Tonight, as for team, Graves County has run 35 plays for 218 yards with 136 passing and 82 rushing. As a team, McCracken has run 23 plays for 133 yards, 24 passing, 109 rushing. For individually, for Graves County rushing, Dennis Mars, 10 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. Caden Gregory, scrambled 3 times for 24 yards and a touchdown. And Caden Goodman has 1 carry for -1. Passing, Caden Gregory is 12 for 21 for 136 and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Cade Goatley has 5 catches for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. For Caden Goodman, 2 catches for 21 yards. Dennis Mars, 2 catches for 5 yards. Braden Woodward, 1 for 25. For the Mustangs, Zeno Cornelius has 3 carries on 55 yards, and it looks like he went out with an injury and has not returned. Dylan Ruxer has 3 carries for 20 yards. Pryor Lamb has 6 carries for 19 yards. Landon Goodman has 5 carries for 15. Passing, Pryor Lamb has 2 completions on 6 attempts for 24 yards and 1 interception. And receiving, Gavin Krass has 1 catch for 14 yards, and Dylan Ruxer has 1 catch for 10 yards.
As that is the first half stats all together, my friend. Thank you as always, and we'll talk to you in the postgame, all right?
All right. See you then.
All right. That is Ivan Stevens with our first half stats. When we come back, we will take a look at the Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments. That's when we return at the half. McCracken County trails Graves County 24-0.
Doing it yourself? You need a few things from Kitmo.
I need wallpaper removers, wood floor finishes, pressure washers, dry wall lifts, material lifts, hole saws, jigsaws, sawhorses, air compressors, nail guns, staple guns, caulk guns, and wet dry vacs.
Can you repeat that?
If you need it, chances are you can rent it at Kitmo, the only 100% locally owned equipment rental. They've been at it for 45 years. North 8th Street at the foot of the Brookport Bridge. You get Mo at Kitmo.
It's sensible to start your kids and grandkids saving early. The Kids Club at CFSB will start them off on the right foot with a free savings account. But the rewards and extras that they can earn along the way will teach them about the power of saving. Open an account today so they can learn lifelong saving skills. Visit yourlifeyourbank.com/kidsclub to learn more or apply online. Member FDIC.
When you need an attorney, there's lots to choose from. Shouldn't you pick a local firm with lawyers who've been here a long time? Part of this community, lawyers who know the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, and have a relationship with them. Things out-of-state lawyers call us to find out. We're friends and neighbors. We're in this together. We're the law firm of Edwards & Katz, and we're here 24/7. When you need an attorney, call 270-442-9000 around the clock. Edwards & Katz, your local law firm.
If you live with pain, you have good days and bad days. You deserve a pain-free life. And the first step is talking with your doctor about pain management with Dr. Ferdinand Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky Pain Center. Dr. Salvacion specializes in pain management and will work with you to get you back to those good days. Talk to your primary care provider about pain management with Dr. Salvacion at the Orthopedic Institute of Western Kentucky.
You know what it's like when you go to a new restaurant and then people ask you, what did you have? And you give a recommendation. Well, prepare to have a lengthy conversation if someone asks you that question about the Farm Restaurant in La Center. Everything they have is absolutely delicious. From salmon, shrimp, pork chops, steak, real burgers with quality meat, chicken salad so good your grandma will claim she made it herself. And don't forget dessert. The bar is open too. It's not too far to get great food at the farm. Flooring is incredibly important when it comes to sports. It's also incredibly important when it comes to your home or business. You gotta see Flooring America for a full line of residential and commercial carpet, vinyl, laminate, area rugs, and custom tile. Their professional installers are fully insured. They have the area's largest selection of quality floor coverings for integrity, quality, and professional service. See Greg Dilworth at Flooring America, 5150 Heartland Drive, flooringamericapaducah.com.
CFSB is creating a connected experience both online and in person. We commit to connecting financial technology to meet the daily demands in your life. With our new online banking experience and mobile app, we've created a way for you to bank your way on your time. And we've backed that up with a team of personal digital bankers, empowering you to utilize all the tools that we provide, making you unstoppable. Visit yourlifeyourbank.com/digital banking to start your CFSB experience today. Member FDIC.
Why do more people choose Baptist Health for their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to a comprehensive approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around, because this is heart care centered on you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com/heartcare.
Mustangs trail 24-0 here at the half, as we heard the first half stats from Ivan Stevens. Before we jump into the Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments, we welcome you back to the Barrett broadcast booth. If you're looking to roll over your 401k, open an IRA, maybe an investment account, or seeking financial advice, call Brent Hausman at Barrett & Hausman Financial Group, 270-450-9900. Mustangs trail 24-0 as we look at the Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments. When you need that back adjustment, go see the Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic. They will get you in, adjusted, and out, feeling better than ever in little time at all. The Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic, Central Avenue in Paducah. For the Mustangs, it has been a tough half overall. Especially on the offensive side. It's been tough just getting rhythm sustained for the Mustangs as McCracken County, a couple of turnovers ended up being huge as the Eagles were able to get 2 touchdowns off of those turnovers, 2 of their 3 touchdowns off McCracken turnovers. For the Mustangs in the second half, just finding some rhythm is what they're looking for. The game's It's lopsided at the moment. Just find some way to establish some rhythm and grow as the season goes along. Oh, let me turn you right back up. Go ahead.
Yeah, Eric, I think you're right. I've got 2 points really for this second half, and the first one we'll talk about is offense. I mean, when you look at it overall, McCracken County didn't have a good half offensively. Had that first big burst by Zeno of 50 yards, and beyond that, it's not been a lot of positive yardage. Certainly lost Zeno there about the 3rd play of the game, so you could take that away. But I think there's 2 guys coming there and filled in good. The freshman there, Newman's done a good job, and in the last series, Dylan Ruxer did a good job. So I think we saw some positive running backs fill in for Zeno Cornelius tonight. I think the real thing, Eric, that there's got to be an adjustment on in the second half is the passing game. One of the stats that Ivan gave tonight that really, to me, stood out is McCracken County's only completed 2 passes this half. So when you look at that from that standpoint, we got 2 completions and 1 interception from the passing game tonight. That's got to be a change for this second half. If McCracken County's going to move the ball steadily down the field, put some points on the board, and keep the defense resting, there's got to be some passing game. There just has to be. So I think the number 1 adjustment offensively is the establishment of some passing game in this second half.
And defensively, I don't think you can rave enough about the defense overall. You mentioned it, 4 straight series where Graves County started in McCracken County territory, 5 overall of the 7 or 8 series altogether. And when you consider you've only given up 24 points on 5 series that started in your negative territory, and you consider that 14 of those points came off turnovers, I really think if you're coach, you're ecstatic about what your defense is giving you that first half.
Yeah, I think one of the things is we've got to give a ton of credit to the defense tonight. They've been on the field all night, first of all, so they've played a majority of the downs. And we've seen a lot of good things out of this defense tonight. We've seen the front four get into the backfield and break up running plays. We've seen Chase Dassing play strong in that middle linebacker standpoint. We've seen some good coverage from the defensive backs and the safety. And so we've seen good, strong play from all different aspects of the defense. Where do they need to improve in the second half? So when you say, what's that improvement for the second half, it comes down to one numerical value, and that's third down. Third down has just been a backbreaker all year long, and particularly in this game tonight. First and second down, McCracken County has done an excellent job keeping Graves County in third and long. And as I asked Ivan, 4 of the 7 first downs that Graves has picked up here late in this second quarter, all of them on third down. So McCracken County's playing great on those first 2 downs. They've got to continue that solid defense on third down so you get the ball back and stop the drives.
As Graves County will get the football first, McCracken trails by a lot, 24-0. But if you're McCracken County, you've asked a lot of the defense so far. They will go out on the field first with the defense. You're just looking for some sort of a spark, anything at all, to maybe ignite a second-half comeback. You don't have a whole lot of time to waste down 24 when the offense is not even put together that amount of points on the year. You've got a lot to overcome, but you can do it. But you're looking for a spark pretty quick out of the gate.
Yeah, one thing would be great out of the gate's a turnover, and we saw 2 opportunities in that towards the end of that second quarter. Jack Bradley had his hands on a pass there that could have been a first down. It was a stretch, and then the very next down he had the interception. If the Graves County player didn't undercut him, cause him to land down on his head, he had possession of the ball. So a turnover like that in this first series of downs, give McCracken County some momentum, get them on a short side of the field, could be a game changer in this second half for McCracken County.
That's right. As that is your Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments. When you need that back adjustment, go see the Back Brothers. Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic. They will get you in, adjusted, and out, feeling better than ever in no time at all. That's the Back Brothers. Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic, Central Avenue in Paducah. Overall, great crowd here tonight. Cannot say enough about the support of Mustang Nation. It's about an 85% full crowd. Quite a few left at halftime, but I'd still say we have a nice crowd overall here tonight supporting the Mustangs.
We do. First home game. McCracken County's team's working hard, and it's good to see the fans out here.
That's right.
Supporting the team, staying in the second half, cheering them on. I think, Eric, let's just say that this second half, McCracken County outscores them. It would be a great positive for the team to take into next week. So I think there's a lot of opportunities in this second half for Coach Smith to make some adjustments, particularly on the offensive side, and get some momentum for his team through these next 2 quarters.
Let us know you're listening. Text us on the Sailor Connection text hotline, 270-557-8223. 270-557-8223. Scott Davis listening in from Evansville, Indiana. Good to hear from you, Scott. As always, that's brought to you by the Sailor Connection, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer, Lone Oak Road in Paducah. Effort's been there all night from McCracken County. That's also what you love to see. It's been there all year as they have had a really tough first 2 games against Paducah Tillman and Bowling Green. And even while things have kind of piled up against them a little bit tonight, the Mustangs have shown no sign at all of quitting.
No, one thing, Eric, we haven't talked about here in the halftime that would be a good momentum changer for McCracken County's second half is some breaks to go their way.
That's right.
We've talked about it in the first 2 games and in this game as well. McCracken County, just little plays here and there that could have went their way that could make a big difference that just haven't. So, one thing we could say is McCracken County's not had a lot of luck in these first 2.5 games. So hopefully this second half, the ball will roll McCracken County's way, and that'll help gain momentum.
Sebastian Hutchins to kick. I was watching him kick, maybe trying a mid-range style kick here. We'll see what he chooses to do. He's done great so far, as it is a mid-range kick. Graves County signals fair catch and fumbles it. It's loose. Graves will pick it up inside the 25. Well placed again by Sebastian Hutchins, who has really impressed in his first 3 games as a varsity kicker.
He is. We haven't got to see him a lot because we haven't kicked off a lot this season because we're not scoring. But one of the highlights, I think, of this team is Sebastian Hutchins. I think if we get some long field goal opportunities, I think you'll see his strong leg help put points on the board for McCracken County. So, even if the offense can get some momentum and get it inside the 20 tonight, I think we can have an opportunity to put some field goal points on the board as well.
First down and 10 now for McCracken County. I'm sorry, for Graves County, Handoff is to Mars, has a hole across the 25-30. First down across the 35 and out of bounds at the 42. On there to make the play for McCracken County was Hunter Hawthorne. Gain of 17. First down for the Eagles. As it looks like slow to get up for McCracken County was Owen Black, but he's okay.
Yeah, he seems like he's all right. One of the things we knew coming into this game, Eric, Owen's name came up that he had a little bit of a knee issue, I think, this week in practice, a little strain there, maybe just a little bit of aggravation of that injury he's had this week in practice.
First down and 10 for Graves County. It's going to be a screen pass to the left side. It's complete to Goatley across the 45, 50. First down inside the 45 to the 43. And so back-to-back first downs for Graves County into McCracken territory at the 43. It's very nice. Graves County's done a good job tonight on the screenplay.
Yeah, Eric, they set that up. They set 3 guys to one side, throw it to the back guy. The front 2 guys are doing a good job blocking, and they've been able to get a good lane there starting out on those wide screens.
First down and 10 now for Graves County in McCracken territory at the 43. It is a toss to Goatley, looking to go off tackle. He does across the 40. It's coming back, though, 35-30. Inside the 30 to the 25, but this one is coming right back as there's a flag, 2 flags in the backfield.
One of the things is, Eric, it always seems when you see a guy get that wide open around the end, normally you got the opportunity for somebody holding on that interior line that allows that opening to be there. And that's exactly what we saw there. Goatley had a wide open field on that right-hand side, and evidently somebody in the line there was holding somebody to make sure they didn't get out there.
And so that will move Graves County back into their own territory at the 47. Make it first, and 20 from their own 47. Leading McCracken 24-0. Just underway in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. There is a flag. This, fingers pointed towards McCracken County from Graves County. And the Mustangs starting to move backwards, as are the referees. So it will be against McCracken County as McCracken jumped off sides.
Yeah, McCracken jumped there, Eric, and gave him 5 of those 10 yards back. So those are just the type of errors that we can't see in a ball game like this tonight.
Right.
So hopefully these guys played a good, strong first half. Hopefully this defense settles back down here in the second half.
They're tired. As it's first and 15, off tackle run by Mars across the 45, inside the 45 to the 43. To the initial line of scrimmage will make it second down and 10. These Mustangs, the defense, out for a large chunk of that first half.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, Eric. They had to start right here in the second half after playing so much. But they're playing solid, second and long. You got 2 downs here to hold them and get the ball back for the offense.
Second down and 10 from the 43 of McCracken County is Graves County, leading 24-0. Man in motion is Goodman. And there's a flag. It is going to be against Graves County.
I think they might have had 2 men in motion there. It looked like both wide receivers on this side here took off for motion, and the referee threw a penalty flag on it.
And so 2nd and 15 again is the snap. Dropping back over the middle, wide open is Katzman. First down, 30, 20, 15, down to the 13. And a nice job by Katzman, really just sitting in the middle of the defense incognito, as he was able to position himself perfectly.
Yeah, he did. He split that middle of the defense. He was wide open there in the middle of the field. He stayed a little forward of the safeties and plenty far back from the linebackers and just took that open part of the zone defense, and quarterback found him wide open.
So that'll make it first down and 10 now for Graves County. And a player for Graves County is being instructed off the field, and bringing another Graves County player in. I don't know if it's I don't know what the deal was. But they have made the change, says Graves County. It's first down and 10 for Graves at the McCracken 14, and then whistle blows again on the far side. I don't know what the deal is. And so they kicked out another Graves County player that actually just came in. I don't know what the objection is, but now coming in is Jace Hands, a junior wide receiver. See if that will work for Graves County. So first down and 10 for Graves at the McCracken 14. It's a handoff to Marsh, going off tackle inside the 10, down to about the 8, but it may be coming back.
It was another holding penalty there. The right tackle held the linebacker coming around there to stop that run, Eric. That was clear from our view. Another holding penalty on Graves County.
So Graves racking up a few penalties here. And so that'll send it backwards for the Eagles. That'll make it first and 20. And make it first and 21 from the 25. As dropping back, Gregory over the middle, slant, caught. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Graves County to Cade Goatley. 25 yards for the Graves County score.
Eric, they basically run the same play they did last time. Split the middle, wide open there, kind of in a zone defense. McCracken County was lined up. That center of the field was wide open, and Goatley came in there and picked it up around the 10, made a nice catch at the 10, and split the safeties there and carried it on into the end zone.
As the play call, very nice. So the extra point pending. With just under 10 minutes in this second half. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:53 in this third quarter. And Graves County's opened up a 31-0 lead as Caden Gregory to Cade Goatley for the touchdown. And now McCracken County to get it back, my friend. It's now just playing as hard as you can for the next 9:53, just representing the name on your chest in McCracken County, giving it your all, trying to improve a little bit each and every series, and playing with the pride just like the Mustangs have these first 2 weeks. They've not given up at all.
You know, we've talked about that and highlighted it for the fans listening on the radio. The McCracken County team has not given up, and those first 2 games certainly were difficult. They didn't give up. They're not going to give up tonight. I think one of the things is I'm interested to see here in this second half is what adjustments has Coach Smith and his staff made offensively. Certainly you could say Graves County did a good job there making some adjustments to McCracken County's defense and moving the ball down the field. But let's see what adjustments are made on McCracken County's offensive side and see if we can't get some positive offense going this first series in the second half. It looks like there was a penalty there right at the time of the score, that touchdown that's allowing the kickoff to be a little closer to the McCracken County end zone than normal.
So it will be Graves kicking off from the McCracken 45. And so the kick will head into the end zone. And bounce in the back of the end zone. McCracken will take over, first down and 10 at the 20. So credit to Graves County. They have taken some help from McCracken at times, but also just played well to establish this 31-0 lead.
They have, and one of the things is that we've got to give credit where credit's due. That was an impressive drive on the Graves County side. They mixed up the run and the pass, particularly exploiting across the middle, some open zone there that McCracken County's playing, and they took advantage of it. So as long as Gregory's got time back there in the pocket, he's going to be able to take advantage of that.
So 9:53 left in this second half, third quarter, I should say. And so Pryor directing traffic as the snap, hands it off to the back, going off tackle as he dives forward. It looked to be James Berrigan, maybe?
No, I think it's Dylan Ruxer.
Is it Ruxer?
Yep,
okay.
I think it's Ruxer, number 18. I think that Dylan's
You're
back
right.
there.
So that'll make it 2nd and 7 as there's an injured Mustang on the field. Looks like slow to get up is Cohen Buckhalter, as he is, looks like holding his left and maybe right leg, and it is a cramp as they immediately stretch him out. It is a warm night, as usual here in early September, and you're going to get the cramping situation to pop up some. As good news is he's able to get up and walk on his own power to the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 7 after the injury timeout for McCracken County on the Graves 23. I'm sorry, on the McCracken 23, excuse me. Lamb gets the snap. He's going to keep it as he goes off tackle across the 25-30, 35-40, and brought down around the 43. Nice job running on first down. That'll be 1st and 10 on the 43. Although this will be coming back. So it looks like a flag in the backfield. And so the Mustangs will have a personal foul on McCracken County. So that is that the 3rd personal foul tonight?
I think there was one personal foul, one unsportsman in this personal house. So there was one of the 3 were unsportsmen. This one here by an interior lineman has backed McCracken County up, where it was another nice game by Pryor. Very nice game.
So that'll make it first down for McCracken County, the signal. And so it'll be marked at the 28. So first down for the Mustangs. With 9:15 in this third quarter, 31-0. Graves County on top. As Pryor gets the snap, he drops back under some pressure and throws over the middle. It's almost picked off. It was a tough throw, and it was kind of a man versus man grab between Jack Bradley for Graves County and Caden Goodman for Jack Bradley from McCracken County, Caden Goodman for Graves County.
Yeah, Pryor saw Jack was open there for just a moment across the middle, and Pryor picked him up on that. The throw got there just a little bit late, and the safety was able to close on Jack. But he definitely was open at the time that Pryor let go of the ball.
Massac County leads Ballard Memorial 44-30 at the half. As snap hit in the backfield is going to be the back and drop for a short loss. Ruxer with the carry and was hit for a loss of about 4, maybe 5. Graves had that sniffed out perfectly with the blitz.
Yeah, they did. That right linebacker, Eric, hit in behind the defensive end, timed it perfectly. He went back into the backfield unabated and really hit Dylan before he ever got the first step out of taking the handoff from prior. So Dylan really didn't have a chance there at all. And Graves, like you said, they read that play perfectly.
So that'll make it 3rd down and 14 now for McCracken County on its own 24. As Lamb drops back, he's looking, throws it towards the right sideline. It's incomplete as he was airing it out towards the sideline to give his receiver a chance in Jordan Bridges, but it went over his head. 4th down and 14. So the Mustangs will have to punt. And Graves County will get it back near the 50, pinning on the punt.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sebastian Hutchinson get a hold of one. Like I said, in practice, he's been punting excellent this week. So I think, Eric, the combination of the special teams has got to be a good snap and then a good punt. So hopefully we'll see a good snap here from the center, and it'll give Sebastian an opportunity to at least get the ball on the other side of the 50.
Back deep for Graves County. It looks like Katzman. As the whistle blows, is a good snap. He will not get the chance to punt. It's moving the Mustangs back. Was it a delay of game? It was. So the Mustangs will move back 5 more. And that'll make it a punt from the 18-ish, 19. 18 we'll call it. Now he will stand Will Hutchins at his 8. As he snaps up, it's blocked, and it will be recovered by McCracken County, but Graves County will take over at the 5, 1st down, as Graves County will then have it 1st down and 10. I'd like to remind you, next week, McCracken County hosts Mayfield. It will be here at Marquette Stadium as the kickoff slated for 7 o'clock. Pregame show brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings here at 6 o'clock. On 99.5 The Fan. Join us for that a week from tonight. McCracken County and Mayfield here at Marquette Stadium. Graves County will take over 1st down and 10. Let's call it on the McCracken 6. As it will be Caden Gregory to get the snap. Gets the snap. Hands off to Mars, but a host of Mustangs there to wrap them up. Looks like leading the charge may have been Owen Vlack.
Yeah, I think Owen Vlack got in the backfield. Chase Dassing got in the backfield as well. And I think Caden got back in the backfield there as well. So I think McCracken County had 1 defensive lineman and two linebackers in the backfield.
That's what you're wanting to see is more in the backfield.
Yep, we've seen that tonight. I think that's been one of the positives from this defense all evening long is more of the front 7 getting in the backfield.
7 minutes, 3rd quarter. 31-0 Graves County looking to add more as Gregory under some pressure. Now a flag coming. This will come back as he scampers inside the 5 towards the 1. It will be against Graves County in the backfield. And so they will mark this off on a hold on Graves County. With 6:57 left in this 3rd quarter, it'll be 2nd and goal for Graves County from the 24.
Eric, that was a significant penalty. That holding play was about 4 yards deep in the backfield, so you tack the 10 yards onto that for just a 14-yard loss for Graves County.
2nd and goal from the 24. Gregory gets the snap. looks down the left sideline, has a man. Bradley's there and almost picks it off. Great one-on-one coverage by Jack Bradley.
Eric, that is 3 plays tonight inside the 10-yard line. That pass was right around the 5. Over on the left-hand side where Jack's playing it, Jack has had his hands on for interception.
And to Gregory's credit, it looks open, but Bradley does a great job closing Brown.
He does. And the thing about Bradley, I think, is 2 things, Eric. He's closing fast, so his speed's there, but he's taking the right angle. He's taking the right angle to get in front of the receiver and having that opportunity to pick the pass off.
3rd and goal for Graves County from the McCracken 24. 6:45 left in this 3rd quarter. Is Gregory looking for the screenplay, has it set up perfectly. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. This one going to Cade Goatley. The screen has been phenomenal tonight for the Eagles.
Yeah, you got to say, Eric, they have executed those screens like you want to see. 2 guys in the front blocking and 1 guy swinging in behind him, and Gregory's hitting. The one thing that Gregory's doing that's helping that screen, he's hitting the guy on the run. So when he's coming laterally back down the line of scrimmage towards the center of the field, Gregory's hitting him full stride, and so when he turns the corner, he's already hitting full stride, and that's really been an advantage for Graves all evening.
As the extra point is up, it is good with 6:37 left in the 3rd. Graves County on top, 38-0.
We all have dreams, and at Seaplant Federal Credit Union, we can help make yours a reality. Whether it's your dream vacation, your dream home, or your dream home away from home, Seaplant will walk you through the process from application to closing. Call or visit any of our 9 local Seaplant branches and learn how you can enjoy all our member benefits and finance your dream. So don't wait. Get dreaming with Seaplant today.
Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Why do more people choose Baptist Health for their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to a comprehensive approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around, because this is heart care centered on you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com/heartcare.
Back here at beautiful Marquette Stadium, Graves County on top, 38-0 as we pick back up in the 3rd quarter. 6:37 to be exact, with a running clock the rest of the way. As it is an end-over-end kick that will bounce at the 15 and go out of bounds right there. The flag will come out. And the illegal procedure against Graves County will move the football up for the Mustangs to start this drive. Talking off air for the folks on YouTube, that chance now for the Mustangs with the running clock to begin to get better, just like the Mustangs in the previous 2 games, and fight all the way to the end.
Yeah, the guys need to keep trying. I think the one thing is that hopefully in this last, we've got, I guess, 18 minutes of the game left here, that McCracken County can establish some pass game. Like I said, we come into this half, only 2 completions. We've got 1 completion, I think, here in the second half. So, you know, from a passing standpoint, McCracken County's got to establish some passing game to keep that front 7 of Graves County off the run game.
1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 35 as Lamb drops back, throws over the middle, caught. Nice pass and catch over the middle. Q Bailey, gain of about 6, maybe 7, depending on the spot.
That short, quick passing game's what picks you up those positive yards, Eric. That was a good 7-yard slant. And so McCracken County's got themselves in 2nd and short, and that's just what they need to do the rest of the evening.
2nd and 3 from the 42. Graves on top, 38-0, running clock. As it will be Lamb looking over the defense. Got it, and now he's going to keep it himself, looking to go off tackle, but gets past the initial line, able to make something out of it. He gets across the 45 to the 50. It looked like he might be brought down for a loss, able to get by the initial defender and get a 1st down.
Yeah, Eric, we got to give a big credit to Pryor there. Guy right at the line of scrimmage had him. He stiff-armed a guy, cleared that guy. The defensive back there was coming up, number 17 for Graves. He met Pryor. Pryor lowered his shoulder and picked up 5 more yards after he hit him. Very nice run by Pryor.
And so dropping back Lamb, looking for the screen play, caught by Venable, 50-45, and up into around the first down marker at the 41 into Graves County territory to make it 2nd and 1.
That was good execution on McCracken County side. We've talked about Graves County, how well they've been executing those screens. McCracken County executed it just like they did.
That's right. That'll make it 2nd and short. 1 yard to go at the 41. As Pryor gets the snap, he hands it off to Ruxer. Straight across the 40, 35, and goes inside the 30 to the 29.
Eric, that was a nice 12, 13-yard pickup by Dylan Ruxer. One of the things we saw out of him tonight is he's running between the tackles, basically, staying inside the hashes, and he is just absolutely running through some guys.
1st down and 10 at the 30. Lamb back out. 3:40 in the 3rd. As Lamb gets the snap. Play action, looking down the right sideline. Man one-on-one. It's incomplete. Just a tad behind Jack Bradley. As Bradley made an all-out effort to come down with it. Just had to reverse course at the very last second behind him to try to grab it in. Tough attempt by Jack.
It is, and you know, we've talked about Jack all evening long, particularly on the defense, making some big grabs for interceptions. And there on the offensive side is another, I think the thing that we see in Jack, you know, and the coaches talked about, he's really, really a good athlete. And there you see a really tough catch if someone wants to make that catch, and Jack almost brought it down.
He almost did, you're right. And it would have been a spectacular grab as there's an Eagle down with an injury, unable to see the number, but it was going to be a remarkable play as he reversed course at the very last second behind his body to try to grab it. As I look for scores from around the area, it's not from around the area, but the St. Louis Cardinals lead the Chicago Cubs 2-0. It's always a good day when that's happening. We'll try to get you more scores as we find them, as it is currently 38-0 Graves County here. I want to give a shout out to Brian Phelps listening in here. It's good to hear from you, Brian. Thank you for that update. Think right. That shout out brought to you by the Cellular Connection, Lone Oak Road in Paducah. Cannot find anything on Paducah, Tillman, or Mayfield at the moment as I continue to scroll for that score. But nothing yet. As Paducah Tillman trying to end a 16-game losing streak to Mayfield. And good news is Graves County Eagle getting up now can see a number. So that looks like Jake Throgmorton, the sophomore lineman for the Eagles. And he's walking on his own power, so that's good to see as well. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for McCracken. So it'll be a throw over the middle. It's caught. Nice job by Q Bailey. He also reversed course just a little bit. He's able to make the grab across the 20 to the 19.
Another good quick slant by McCracken County, picking up another first down.
McCracken is driving now inside the red zone towards the 19. I just got a couple of text messages. Actually, 3 texts at the same time. Paducah Tillman leads Mayfield 14-13. Thank you for that. Third quarter. As Lamb drops back, pressure coming, and Lamb breaking for it. 20-15, inside the 15 to the 10. There was an eagle that broke through and delivered quite the hit on Ruxer. Ruxer was able to hold him off. It was a really strong hit there. Great play by Jacob Sutton. Want to give credit to him. Ruxer making the block, and then they shake hands afterwards. Sutton and Ruxer, which you love to see as well.
Yeah, Eric, I've got to give credit. That was a hard hit from the Graves County linebacker, but Dylan Ruxer held his ground.
That's right.
And made a little bit of room there for Pryor. And Pryor continues to be a positive offensive weapon from the running standpoint from McCracken County.
2nd and 1 near the 11 as a fade towards the left side of the end zone. Incomplete. Almost a wonderful one-handed grab by Jordan Bridges. And so that'll make it 3rd down and 1. Third and 1 for the Mustangs. 1:30 left in the third. Mustangs trail 38-0. Graves County played wonderfully. Credit to Coach Kemp and company on a really well-played game tonight. In the backfield for McCracken County, Esley Cornelius as they give it off to Esley. First down across the 10. Several Eagles around him as they try to bring him down as the big boy, Esley Cornelius, 5'10", 255, was not easy to bring down.
No, I'll be honest with you. That's the guy you need in 3rd and short. And I got to give Coach Smith, that was a good call play.
Yes, it was.
He definitely has the size and strength to help pick up that. He looks like a college fullback when he's back there in the backfield, so that's the right guy when you need 3rd and short.
A flock of Eagles around him, but struggled to bring him down as Esley's tough to do that. As Pryor up the middle, he's hit at the 5 and dropped. Nice play for Case Tubbs, either Case or Casey Tubbs. Want to make sure I say one of them correct, but the sophomore came through to make the hits on Lamb. That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 4 for McCracken County with 12 seconds left. Don't know if the Mustangs will get off this play in time. I don't think they will. As 3 seconds left, they might. They do with 1 second left. Esley up the middle into the end zone for the big man touchdown. 4 yards, Esley Cornelius.
Wow.
He rumbled his way in from 4 yards out.
Yeah, we've not seen a lot of him in the backfield so far, Eric, this year, but I think in certain series of downs, he wouldn't be a bad guy to have in there.
And so that ends the scoring drought. The extra point. Bradley looking to stretch it towards the end zone, but unable to, and that will end it for the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Graves County leads McCracken County 38-6.
Rudy's Farm Center is your locally owned farm, industrial, and hardware store in Keppel. Now, the Rudy family is proud to be a part of Mustang Nation. Why don't you come out and enjoy a bag of famous popcorn? It's just 10 minutes from the school campus out on Highway 60. While you're there, take a good look at the selection of Traeger wood pellet grills, a great addition for your tailgate party. At Rudy's Farm Center, down Highway 60 in Keppel. New at Pizza Inn, the new house pan pizza. Crispy golden crust with a soft, fluffy center. And it's made in-house every day from scratch, just like the other crust, fresh and never frozen. Also new, 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese melts perfectly on the pizzas. The salad bar is back with over 40 items, including fresh salads, greens, veggies, fruits, and pastas, and desserts. What's not new? Continued commitment to quality service and hospitality. Stop in, see a familiar face that's grateful to serve you at your hometown pizza place since 1972. Order online for carry-out, pickup, or delivery. Perfect for holiday parties and family meals. Pizza Inn, serving up smiles one slice at a time.
Mustangs get on the scoreboard. Now trailing 38-6 as McCracken County able to bring it in with Esley Cornelius. I mentioned great job on a hit earlier by one of the Eagles. Wanted to make sure I said it correctly. As Case Tubbs is the correct name. Thank you to Lyndon Dunning for that. Good to hear from you, Coach, as always. As Case Tubbs, that's correct. So I wanted to make sure I got that right. Delivered a great hit earlier for Graves County. The kick for McCracken County will go out of bounds, and the illegal procedure will set Graves up for first down and 10. So Graves County, my friend, they played well tonight. McCracken County stubbed their toe a few times along the way, a couple of turnovers, but you've really just got to tip the hat. Graves County, really good game plan. They've executed it, and you see the pieces there for them to make a good run in the 5A District 1 race.
Yeah, I think one of the things you said they've executed well. I think when you look at it offensively, their play selection, they've done a good job mixing up their run, and particularly those screen passes. I mean, honestly, they've not thrown a lot of passes downfield that have been successful. Most of their success has been in the screen play, so play selection's been good by Graves County tonight.
First down and 10. For Graves County, we will have a giveaway for a Rafferty's appetizer in just a few moments. Text 270-557-8223, 270-557-8223 in just a moment as a handoff to the back. Gets across the 45, across the 50. Nice job on first round by Dennis Mars, who continues to have a good game, and then some extracurriculars after the fact will result in unsportsmanlike penalty. We'll see who on in just a moment. So get ready to text 270-557-8223 and include your name in that text message right now, please. That will be the only way that I will know who is the winner. And so 270-557-8223, and I'm going to ask the trivia question in just a moment for a free appetizer from Rafferty's. The trivia question: name the Mustang that just got into the end zone with the touchdown for McCracken County. You can do first name, last name, one of the two. Who is it that got into the end zone for McCracken County? 270-557-8223. 270-557-8223. Winner will receive a free free appetizer, excuse me. I want to make sure I state that clearly. Free appetizer from Rafferty's. And the winner, good to see, Brian Phelps. Congratulations, my friend. As I look down to my right, he is victorious tonight as the free appetizer from Rafferty's. Actually, I think that goes to Kara. She signals to me. She's going to get the appetizer. As I'll message you next week on how to claim that, my friend. Esley Cornelius, the touchdown for the Mustangs. We'll do this again next week for another giveaway from Rafferty's. First down and 10. I believe, was the unsportsmanlike against McCracken?
No, it was offsetting.
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 I was busy with giving away some Rafferty's. It's still being communicated, I believe, the penalties. I want to give a shout out to Bubba Henley, Ken Henderson, Kenny Perry, and crew. So they've done a wonderful job officiating tonight, to the surprise of nobody. A wonderful officiating crew. Again, this region very lucky with the officials we have in all the sports, and we need more officials. So if you are looking for ways to support the high school kids in this area, we'd love to see you look to officiate. So we are starting to run quite short. First down and 10. Snap, high snap. It is taken across the 50 and to about the 45. Fumble, the Mustangs have it. That's what you like to see if you're McCracken County, caused by Esley Cornelius, picked up by Ryder Vlack.
Eric, we talked about that at halftime. McCracken County finally getting a few breaks in this game. We've not seen that all year long, and so Esley, he knocked that out perfectly. He reached right around as he was tackling Dennis Mars there, knocked it out, and that ball nicely just set down on the ground right in front of Ryder Vlack, and he was able to get on it. So it's a good turnover for McCracken County and an opportunity to get another 7 on the board.
And so, first down and 10 for McCracken County on its own 45, trailing 38-6 as Lamb gets the snap. Handoff is towards Ruxer, escapes a few tackles, trying to get back to the line. He does, and will gain a yard. That was really nice by Dylan Ruxer, able to escape a few Eagles, and instead of losing 3 or 4, able to gain 1.
Yeah. He's run good all night long, Eric. I think one of the things that I see out of McCracken County's running backs, whether it be Zeno, whether it be Dylan Ruxer here, whoever he puts in the backfield, earlier he put Newman in the backfield, the backs have been able to get positive yardage. Not big yardage, but always getting on the other side of the line of scrimmage, which is important. Dylan worked for that one.
2nd and 9 as the flag comes out. It is offsides against Graves County. That'll move it across the 50 to the 49 with 9:13 and counting. 38-6. Graves County on top. Henderson County beats Christian County 43-14. 2nd and 4. As right side caught. First down across the 40 by Gavin Crass. First down and 10 to the 39. As Lamb looks over the defense. Snap. Pressure coming. Throws. Oh, just through the hands of Q Bailey. And I think Q may have felt the footsteps of a couple of Eagles trekking him down.
Yeah, I think that was a catchable ball. He had a guy coming towards him there. Certainly was a catchable ball there. It would have been a nice 15, 16-yard gain. So play lost there by McCracken County. But the one thing that I like that I'm seeing so far in this offense in this latter part of the game, there's a little bit of momentum picking up, and they're playing fast. I mean, they're not, we've talked about the team not giving up. These guys playing fast, huddling, moving the ball. You see him continue to try to make a positive in this game, a positive impact.
As Pryor takes it himself, looked for a little bit of running room, wasn't there. Graves County, nice job in the pursuit to lose a yard. To make it 3rd and 11 from the 40. As the clock continues to tick, now 7:25 left in the game. Graves County up 38-6. So Pryor breaks the huddle for the Mustangs. Snap, dropping back is Pryor. Pressure coming, screenplay, left side, 40, 35, well executed, 30, 20, left sideline, 5, inside to the 3. Jonathan Venable with the big gain of about 37.
That's the second time, Eric, in this fourth quarter we've seen McCracken County run that screen and execute it perfectly. And Jonathan Venables, I think, has been the guy both times to catch that screen and take it downfield. He caught it full speed coming in towards the center of the field. And his speed shows out. That's a couple times tonight we've seen Jonathan's speed on the field.
1st and goal at the 3. For McCracken County, it is Esley Cornelius. He is wrapped up, moves forward, just short at the goal line. It's one of those, Esley, just with his brute power and strength alone, just almost always gets positive yardage. I think he's probably actually quarterback keeper. That'll do it, I think. As we wait for the signal, there is a flag come in on the far side. I did not see the...
I did not either, Eric. It looked like it was just a quarterback sneak and everything executed fine there. That flag actually came in a little bit late.
And so it'll be offsides on Graves County. It was a just delayed flag coming out of the pocket. So it'll be a replay of the previous down, 2nd and goal from the 1. And see if Pryor takes it again. He will. And he is in. Touchdown Mustangs. Pryor Lamb, the quarterback keeper, to make it 38-12. Nice drive there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Eric, we've seen, one thing we talked about was seeing improvement in that pass game. In the second half we have, particularly screen plays have those two this second half that have went off well and had some big gains. So McCracken County certainly has picked up on the passing game in the second half. So, it was one of the things that we wanted to see change in the second half, and we certainly have.
So a 2-point conversion for the Mustangs. Lamb, play action, rolling to the right, looking to run as he heads towards the goal line, but just short, as that will do it for the drive. Play ends, but the Mustangs score. It's now 38-12, Graves County on top. As Graves County on top, Mayfield trying to drive on Paducah Tillman, 3rd and 15 in Tillman territory. Thank you to Lyndon Dunning for that update. As Paducah Tillman trying to end a 16-game losing streak to Mayfield. And that would be a very nice win for the Paducah Tillman program if they're able to get it at War Memorial Stadium. Looking at other scores, mentioned Henderson County defeating Christian County tonight to go to 2-0 on the young season. And no other that I can find at the moment. So we'll keep you posted on anything that comes our way. McCracken will kick off with 5:19 left, possible last series of this game. But overall, once again, my friend, the Mustangs fighting in the second half all the way.
They have. I think that's the one thing I look at the team and I'm proud of is they haven't given up on these first 3 games where they've been down by some fairly large scores. And these boys just keep playing, and that's what we want to see. And that's where they're going to gain the experience and get better as the season goes along.
So the Graves County, the Mustangs were about to kick off, but it was a false alarm. Now they kick off is a mid-range kick. As it is a fair catch taken at the 33. So good night tonight for the Graves County Eagles altogether. They have the makeup to make a very nice push, as we mentioned early in 5A. Never easy, though, with Owensboro in that group. Owensboro's looking great, but Graves County's impressed me tonight.
Yeah, they have. I think one of the things is you could look at really 3 offensive players that's demonstrated a lot of skill. Quarterback Gregory certainly has Dennis Mars there, and certainly Cade Goatley. So they've got 3 skilled players there over on offense. It certainly showed out tonight.
First down for Graves County across the 33 of their own, 4:30 in counting, leading 38-12 over McCracken. As it is going to be a handoff, new running back, as it's across the 35 out to about the 36. It looks like Andrew Mata. I'm going to go Mata and hope that is correct. Is the new running back. There is a flag on the play on the far side. And it is being marked off against McCracken. I did not. Oh, it is a face mask, incidental face mask of the 5-yard variety.
Eric, it looks like they're going to give him a first down on that flag.
Right. So first down for Graves County. So we are now under 4 minutes at 3:50. Again, mentioned this several times tonight. Cannot give Mustang Nation enough credit. Great crowd tonight. As I'd say about 85 to 90% full on this side.
Yeah, and you know what was nice, Eric? When the guys have scored here late in the game, they've gotten a lot of cheering from the fans.
Indeed.
And that's what they need. And I think that just builds momentum for next week. And when the kids hear everybody cheering for them, they play that much harder.
First down and 10 for Graves County at the 43. It's to Mata across the 45 to the 46. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. We're now under 3 minutes. Cannot say enough about Mark Madison, Christy Griffith, and the folks, the students of the McCracken County High School Media Department. That is why we are on YouTube. They have done a wonderful job once again. Cannot say enough about the production they put forth in the fall and winter, as they have our football, soccer, and basketball games on YouTube. Great job by all of them. 2nd and 7. It is a handoff to the fullback. That is Pate, as he gets across the 46 to the 48. 3rd and 2. Third and 6. Under 2 minutes left now. We'll have the final stats, the player of the game, and the good hands play of the game as well before this one is concluded. So there's a handoff to the back. It's Pate. 50, big hole, 40, 35, 30, inside the 20, and he's going to be corralled by a host of Mustangs around the 17. A nice job for Aiden Pate, the 5'9", 190-pound running back for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eric, he has been tough to bring down here in these few downs. He's got a low center of gravity. The guys have hit him a little high, and he doesn't go down easy. Looks like there's a penalty on this play, Eric. This is coming back.
It is coming back. Great catch. Had not seen that yet. And so that negates a great run by Pate, as we have 1:02 left. So they will mark it off back at the 40. As we have 45 seconds left. As the Eagles take a knee. And they won't have to take another one. It will be a win tonight for Coach Kemp and the Eagles as they win it tonight 38-12 over McCracken County. Graves County advances to 1-2. McCracken County falls to 0-3. The Mustangs host Mayfield next Friday night. As the Mustangs hold the Cardinals in town before hitting the road once again after next week. Let's go ahead and take a look at our player of the game tonight, which is brought to you by Pizza Inn of Paducah. But tonight's player of the game will go to
Jack Bradley. I think tonight I'm picking Jack Bradley. Eric, he played offense and defense. He played on both sides of the ball. You know, early in that game when they had that interception, if you remember, he was the guy that made the tackle. Running back as a wide receiver. So I think when you look at Jack tonight, he had 3 opportunities for interceptions. 3 times he stopped a play, nearly picked it off, nearly made a nice catch down there in the end zone when he really had a tough catch. And so when I look at overall play, you got to give it to Jack. We called his name a lot of times tonight on both sides of the ball.
And that is the player of the game, brought to you by Pizza Inn. Let's look at the Good Hands play of the game, brought to you by Brandon Clifton and Allstate Insurance. You're always in good hands with Allstate agent Brandon Clifton. Tonight's Good Hands play of the game will go to
Dylan Ruxer. You know, one of the things is we got to give Dylan credit for tonight. One is he did do a good job running the ball, so we want to give him credit there. But he made a couple really nice catches. I think the one thing, Eric, that was sad was a one catch right here in front of us. Took a lot of concentration, excellent catch. He ended up stepping on the white line. It didn't actually count in the game as a reception, but it was an excellent reception nonetheless. And then the very next play, he made a nice catch across the middle on a slant play. So I think tonight, from the Good Hands standpoint, I'm going to give it to Dylan Ruxer. We saw some good effort on his part to make sure he was catching the passes.
That's right. He is our Good Hands player of the game, which is brought to you by Brandon Clifton and Allstate Insurance. You're always in good hands with Brandon Clifton and Allstate Insurance in Paducah. The Mustangs fall tonight. Final score is 38-12. McCracken County drops to 0-3 on the year. Graves County is now 1-2 on the young season. McCracken County hosting Mayfield next Friday night. That will be here at 7 p.m. on 99.5 The Fan. So make sure you join us next week for that as well. Time now to have the final stats